Best man for a guy he didn't even know. He's never used a snooze button. The unstoppable train comfort specialist. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Your train dealer is Forest City Heated and Air at 457 South Broadway Street in Forest City. Call 828-245-1379. Remember, it's hard to stop a train. Bases loaded with nobody out is a problem for a pitcher, and not having your taxes done properly is a problem for you. And that's where we call on Kimberly Spicer, CPA in Shelby. Just like the closer on a baseball team, you can count on Kimberly Spicer, CPA. She can assist you along with small businesses with your tax preparation, with years of valuable experience as an IRS registered tax preparer. Kimberly Spicer, CPA, 214 North Morgan Street in Shelby. Call 704-482-4358. It's the Summer to Drive Yamaha sales event at Full Throttle Power Sports in Gastonia. Yes, it's time to get out and ride. Get up to $3,000 in customer cash and load 2.99% APR financing during this special event. And check out the new Yamaha Slingshot, the ultimate joy ride, with rebates of up to $2,500 and 2.99% APR financing for up to 60 months. So get out and ride during the Summer to Drive sales event at Full Throttle Power Sports, 100 Indian Walk, exit 22 off I-85 in Lowell. Attention Kmart Pharmacy customers. You are welcome at Medical Arts Pharmacy on Grover Street in Shelby and Professional Pharmacy on East College Avenue in Bowling Springs. Bring your prescription transfers to your hometown locally owned pharmacies. All you need is your prescription bottle for your transfer. So if you've been a Kmart Pharmacy customer, you are invited to transfer your prescriptions over to Medical Arts Pharmacy, 108 Grover Street in Shelby, and Professional Pharmacy, 139 East College Avenue in Bowling Springs. Your locally owned and operated hometown pharmacies. The pre-fabulous sale is underway now at Clayton Homes in Shelby. Hurry in now for the hottest deals of the year with 21 home models in stock and on sale. Come talk with one of the sales team members who are dedicated to helping you find your dream home. See their fully furnished models and all kinds of options to choose from soaker tubs to farmhouse sinks. And speaking of farmhouse, come in now and see the all-new Southern Belle Farmhouse on display at Clayton Homes, 1640 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby, online at ClaytonHomesofShelby.com. Open 9 to 6 Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 on Saturday.
Former club members Denzel Washington and Jennifer Lopez for the Boys and Girls Clubs.
Every child follows a path in life. For many, that path will lead them to a door that gives them a place to grow, to learn, to belong, a place to forge their future.
You can change a child's future. Support your local Boys and Girls Clubs. Great futures start here.
You can open doors for children to have great futures at the Boys and Girls Club of Cleveland County. Visit us at 412 West Sumter Street or at greatfutures.org.
Shelby's CarQuest parts store is Shelby Auto Plus CarQuest, locally owned and operated. See Charles and Beth Cabadas, Lathan Queen, or Bill Champion today for all of your auto parts needs. And Shelby Auto Plus CarQuest is your hydraulic hose headquarters. Also fittings, and they custom make hoses. They want to help you with all of your auto parts needs. Shelby Auto Plus CarQuest, 409 North Washington Street in Shelby. Give them a call at 704-482-2468. Do you know what Putnam Distributor sells? Auto parts, truck parts, stuff for all sorts of equipment, plus 25 brands of motor oil, hydraulic fluids, filters, batteries, even nuts and bolts, and all at low, low prices. Putnam Distributors is located in downtown Patterson Springs, just 5 minutes from Kmart and the Cleveland Mall. Go south on Highway 226 or Highway 180 and just follow the signs. Putnam's prices are low on everything and for everybody. Call 704-487-9395 or visit them online at PutnamDistributors.com.
The tradition continues. American Legion Baseball.
Good afternoon, Kevin Hastings along with Tom Sinafani. It's time for the North Carolina American Legion Softball State Championship game at Cleveland Community College on WOHS. 1390 AM, 101.5 FM. Got to do some slight adjusting on our audio, folks. We'll have it lined up and ready to rock here in just a few minutes. Got a big game today. Supposed to start at 1 o'clock. 11 minutes till first pitch. We've got Alamance. Who else we got, Tom?
We got Cumberland post 32. So we've got Alamance post 63 and Cumberland post 32. And I believe Cumberland is going to be the home team today.
Now, did they open the tournament? Was that the first game?
They did. These two teams played, and it was an 11-4 game.
Right. Cumberland won that one.
Cumberland won that game. Yes, sir.
All right, so Cumberland 11-4 victory, folks. You're watching live online on ktcbroadcasting.com. You can watch on YouTube. Kevin Hastings, Tom Sinafani. I'm going to be here till about 2 o'clock. Then we're going to have to recruit some replacements here. We've got some football pictures to get into and take this week as we get ready for the Jamboree in Cleveland County. You folks here in Cleveland County, is a big week this week. You got the state championship games today here at Cleveland Community College. Then tomorrow, the American Legion Baseball World Series begins with 4 games, all of them on ktcbroadcasting.com. You can listen to them. Click the big green button at the top of the page on ktcbroadcasting.com. That'll bring up our audio player. You can listen to that. All 3 stations will come up on that app, folks. You can actually, lock your phone and put it in your pocket if you're going to Bluetooth to something, some type of speaker, your car or whatever, and listen to KTC around the world with that app. Coming up on YouTube Friday night, we'll have 2 games for the American Legion World Series on the radio Friday night at 4 and 7. But also on Friday night, it's the Cleveland County Jamboree. High school football is starting up, folks. It'll be our first broadcast Friday night. Some of the Cleveland County teams played some last night, Tom. And then today, then Friday night, though, they're going to be coming out to Burners to see you and all the folks out there in Lawndale. We've got 4 big games out there: Shelby versus Lincoln. Burns plays Independence. Crest plays AC Reynolds. And Kings Mountain faces off with Newton Conover. That'll be Friday night here on ktcbroadcasting.com and YouTube. Listen live, watch live on KTC.
All right, Kevin. So I went up and watched Burns the other night. They looked pretty good. Played Ashbrook, Hendersonville, and Hickory. It's kind of a different format. They sort of do a soccer clock. They have a continuous running clock.
Okay.
And they just play for a certain amount of time. And I think if I kept track of it, Burns scored 4 or 5 times. Opponent scored once or twice, so looked pretty good. Keywan Pryor, star running back, didn't play that much.
Okay.
So I'm on the first series.
What number is he? I saw pictures today, and we were arguing about what number we thought.
I want to say he was number 8 last year. I'm not sure because during the scrimmage, they all had on their scrimmage jerseys, and nobody had on the right number. We didn't have names and things like that, so it made it a little bit difficult, but good format. Hendersonville and Burns have a relationship because they played non-conference. Ashbrook through being in the conference before, and Hickory's come to scrimmage a lot, so it was good for those teams to come down. It was sort of kind of like a Jamboree light for all those teams to come down scrimmage. I know Crest had a scrimmage last night. I was at a soccer scrimmage trying my newest thing is soccer refereeing, so you can come yell at me. And what are those horns called? They have those.
The vuvuzelas?
Yeah,
is that
something like that. You can come blow that at a soccer match if you want to. But, there's Cleveland County football is really going to be good this year. And the sad thing is you could be pretty good in Cleveland County and be 0-3 against other Cleveland County teams.
Are there soccer ref hecklers in high school?
Yes. Actually, they in soccer matches over the years, especially a more established program like a Hickory, they'll have their student hecklers, and they're all together, and they heckle the players too. And you see a lot more It's funny, you see a lot of player heckling in soccer, more so than you see in like a baseball or maybe another sport where you would expect to see it. But go try that a little bit this year. See if I have a little fun. I've done some middle school. Maybe wanting to go back to middle school after this year, but a lot of fall sports getting kicked off, a lot of scrimmages and things. Going to be interesting Friday night. Definitely not your daddy's Independence team coming down to play Burns, but I'm sure they're gonna have some athletes.
All right, folks. We've got the starting lineups coming across. They're going to do the pledges and the national anthem. Tom, you ready for your starting lineups, or you want a minute after they do their stuff?
Let's wait for them to do theirs, and then we'll do ours because I believe they're getting ready to start with the pledge and all that stuff.
Folks, we'll be back in just a minute. ktcbroadcasting.com.
The weather is warming up. How about the inside of your car? If it's a little toasty, then get that air conditioner serviced at CarPro, 1520 South Post Road in Shelby. CarPro can take care of all of your automotive needs, from a tune-up to an oil change, from air conditioning service to tire alignment. And right now, get a set of 4 tires as low as $200, and that includes mounting and balancing. Hey, that's right, you heard right. A set of 4 tires, including mounting and balancing, all for $200 at CarPro. 1520 South Post Road in Shelby, right across from Ingles. Call 704-466-3370. Like them on Facebook, too. You've been asking for them. Now you've got them. The new white cabinets in stock and ready to roll at the Roundup store in Shelby. Give your kitchen a new look with new white cabinets from the Roundup store, made of all wood and in different sizes. And come in and see Mike Trent about your door and window needs. Plus, you'll always find rent-to-own storage buildings. Voted best of Cleveland County. That's the Roundup store. 1610 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Online at roundupshelby.com. Call 704-482-7431 for the Roundup store in Shelby. If you're looking for those hard-to-find remedies, we have the remedy for you. Chances are you'll find it all at Allen Drug Store in Stanley, or the Boston Pharmacy in Boston, or Medical Center Pharmacy in Cherryville. Products like BioFreeze, CBD oil products, 2 Old Goat products, Unk Salve, Raleigh products, Little Beekeeper honey, elderberry syrup, and even Blennan's ginger ale. That's all at Allen Drug Store on Main Street in Stanley, the Boston Pharmacy, Highway 18 North in Boston, and Medical Center Pharmacy on East Academy Street in Cherryville. I'm Calvin Hastings for Renato Auto Mall Smart Service. What smart service, you say? Smart service is, to put it simple, speed, quality, and competitive pricing. Renato Auto Mall has brought back many of the old-time quality procedures and added some more. You get fast service oil changes, plus tire rotation, plus lube, and then they'll clean your glass and give your car a wash, all while you wait. Now that's smart service, speed, quality, and competitive pricing at Renato Auto Mall, where you get service at a high level of efficiency and speed. Located at 4423 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby, right below the Cleveland Mall. Just In Time Plumbing, a leading residential and commercial service company, is family owned and operated. Serving Cleveland and Gaston counties, Just In Time Plumbing can handle any job from leaky sinks to sewer backups, complete remodels, new construction, gas piping, and more. Their licensed service professionals have extensive experience and take pride in providing first-class service on time and on budget. And they offer 24/7 emergency services. Call 704-600-8350 for your free estimate or quote. That's Just In Time Plumbing, 124 West Gold Street in Kings Mountain, 704-600-8350, or quotes at justintimeplumbing.net. Just In Time Plumbing, every time. You're invited to the Chevy All-Star Open House, Saturday, August 31st, from 1 till 6 p.m. at Carter's Chevrolet in Shelby. Come see the all-new Chevy Silverado and the all-new Chevy Blazer and register to win some great door prizes that will be given away every hour. Check out their service, parts, and body shop, and make plans to be there Saturday, August 31st, from 1 to 6 p.m. The Chevy All-Star Open House event at Carter's Chevrolet in the same location for over 50 years at 200 West Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Online at carterschev.com. Is your car's windshield cracking you up? Well, you may need to see the windshield doctor. That's Carolina Auto Glass, located at 408 South Post Road in Shelby. Carolina Auto Glass goes the distance to ensure your safety and satisfaction. And they will handle all of your insurance claims too. Plus, free on-site estimates are available, and they do work on sunroofs. Just call 704-480-1885 for Carolina Auto Glass, 408 South Post Road in Shelby. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. That's Carolina Auto Glass of Shelby.
Welcome back to Cleveland Community College. Kevin Hastings here along with Tom Sinafani. We got a championship games, Cumberland versus Alamance. American Legion softball championship title game. North Carolina East just had 2 brand new teams, Tom, and this is their first appearance, of course, obviously in a tournament. This is a new sport, new tournament and everything, but the 2 new teams have made it to the title game.
Okay, so let's go with those starting lineups for Alamance Post 63. Leading off will be number 9, Destiny Bean. Batting second is number 1, Kyra Jones. Batting third is number 10, Haley Palmer. Batting fourth, number 60, Shelby LaPointe. Batting fifth, number 24, Abby Sutton. Batting sixth, number 15, Taylor Shelton. Batting seventh, number 34, Layla Burnett. Batting eighth, number 13, Taylor Apple. Batting ninth, number 9, Cassie Turner. And batting 10th, number 4, Brianna Gallagher. So that's the lineup for Alamance Post 63. For Cumberland Post 32, which we better get these names right. We've been read the riot act. Number 1, Mackenzie Mason. Batting second, number 9, Courtney Saigon. To say that right. Yeah. She almost said like Saigon, but Saigon.
She said you could say it either way.
Yes. Really. Batting third, number 12, Jaden Pone. Batting fourth, number 16, Sarah Edge. Batting fifth, number 18, Ashton Fields. Batting sixth, number 2, Alex DeVille. Batting seventh, number 99, Alyssa Norton. Batting eighth, number 13, Madison Bagley. Batting ninth, number 5, Katie McGrath. And batting 10th, number 27, Carrie St. Peter. So those are your lineups for Alamance and Cumberland. And they are a big fan of speeches here, Kevin, so I'm not sure when this game's going to get started.
Yeah, it seems like every time we sit down, Tom, somebody starts giving a speech between the games.
And so, I'm really not sure why, because it was one of those things where if I'm a ball player, I want to play ball.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's kind of like we've warmed up, we got this, and then this guy's got to give a speech, and that guy's got to give a speech, and Aunt Betty's got to come give a speech. You know, with the first pitch, I'd kind of like to see, come out, pitch. All right, let's play, girls.
Yep.
So, but, you know, some people are slave to appearances, Kevin.
He just opened the mic up, Tom, for comments and suggestions from anyone in the crowd. He did. I can't make that up. He just said, "Does anyone else got anything else to say they want to?" And then
I will say,
all the fans yelled, "Play ball."
That's it's you know, see, because I teach school and I do this, I'm done. If I'm doing something else, I don't want to talk. I was like, okay, girls. Congratulations. Glad you're here. Let's play. That's kind of the way I am. But anyway, regardless, we've got 3-man officiating crew today.
That means no mistakes or
yes.
extra mistakes? Yeah, you're not proud. What do you think?
I guess some unusual attire for the coaches there, but I guess I'm used to a little bit more stringent rules where the coach cannot come to the plate meeting unless you're in a uniform of the team.
Softball.
Okay. That's what I keep being told, that this is softball. And we've already, we know we're at a softball game because we've already had a mom come down here and get on our case. I mean, because, hey, it's softball. Like, those mamas will get you if you're a coach, umpire, announcer. They're going to come get you if you're doing this. But should be a good ball game today, Kevin. These two teams met first time. Cumberland a victor, 11-4.
11-4 victory. So you kind of got to wonder exactly, is it going to be the same thing, more the same? Is Alamance going to have something for them this time here in the championship game? Hopefully so. And but 11-4. You got to. And I did hear a girl earlier say they are facing the same pitcher they did last time. Good news is they scored 4 runs. The bad news is their pitcher gave up 11. So that's they got to find a happy medium.
It's so hard to gauge. If you want to make a Major League Baseball comparison, not making this up, in July, the worst team in baseball, Baltimore Orioles, beat Cleveland twice in a row, 13-0. 2 games in a row, beat them 13-0. Now, you want to say that they're not the better team, but you just never know what's going to happen in a one game. You have a couple pitcher have a bad game.
With that said, Tom, it takes 162 to tell me who's the best two
Correct.
teams. Now,
Correct.
What did you just say? The worst team beat you twice. So in a
13-0.
In a one-game playoff.
Yeah,
it's totally not fair.
It's really anybody's game. But
all right, folks, we're ready for some softball here. Alamance versus Cumberland. Cumberland in the neon green and black. Alamance in the black. Both teams in the black pants. Alamance is in the red today. Cumberland in the green.
All right. So I'm getting this. I'm trying to promote us here on social media.
Tomorrow we got American Legion Baseball, folks, all day long.
Yeah, me and Terry and, no, wait, who's with me tomorrow? Me and,
you and Matt tomorrow.
Me and Matt Royster, and then I got the next game with Jeff Jones.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
I don't think you do.
Maybe I don't.
I think that's Robbie. Did you check the new?
I did not. It is.
I think it's Rob because I put you on the doubleheader with Terry a few days later. I think.
All right, it's definitely a moving target.
We need to check. You need to make sure before you plan to come over tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right, folks, throw this down, and we're ready for some softball.
So Alamance in the field. Sorry, because of the lineups, I'm going to try to figure out who's the left fielder for Alamance. Wasn't on the lineup, but we've got Apple on the mound, LaPointe catching, Burnett over at third, Palmer at short, Shelton at first, Beam in right, and Jones in center. And leading off for Cumberland is Mason, the second baseman, who looked to bunt there but took a strike, Kevin.
Ball in the outside corner called strike. Interesting to see what the umpires call.
Hopefully a lot of strikes.
There's a foul ball back over behind us.
Onto the tennis court, and thankfully do not hit a 2005 Dodge Magnum, which currently does not have comprehensive insurance. Maybe I need to call John Brown. Huh?
I think you need to call somebody. Pegram.
Yeah. Yes, Pegram, somebody.
No balls and 2 strikes to Mason. Ain't that what you said, Mason? Sorry.
Yes, it's Mason, the second baseman.
Ooh. High pitch called ball. Here, y'all can take all that. I don't need it for a...
All right. And we've got a 1-2 pitch coming in as Kevin got distracted by a spectator. And here comes the pitch and popped up. Collision, but maintains control, and the coach is going to come out and check him as the shortstop came over, and that is Pone, who made a nice catch. I believe that was Pone on the catch. I'll have to check the numbers. Not sure. As we've got a lady down, so we're going to go to a commercial. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Why service your vehicle at Renato Honda in Shelby? Well, the answer is simple. Their Honda Masters certified technicians aim to make your life easier with pickup and delivery up to 25 miles. Service loaners are available, plus Saturday hours to fit your busy schedule.
Looked like the shortstop came up. The video's not working.
Upkeep for both your vehicle and you with Wi-Fi, snacks and coffee, and a clean showroom to browse around. Enjoy getting your vehicle service at Renato Honda. Best service, best prices, best selection, one location. Renato Auto Mall, 4423 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby, right below the Cleveland Mall. Now's the time to buy your new Kubota from Parker Farm Service in Kings Mountain. Right now, pay zero money down. Get 0% APR financing for 60 months. Come on in now for all the details. All for good on the Kubota BX Series, the Kubota B Series, the Kubota L Series, and the Kubota MX Series tractors. Again, zero money down and 0% APR financing for 60 months. Get your new Kubota today at Parker Farm Service, 126 Bessie Drive in Kings Mountain. For over 45 years, the Barnett family has been serving delicious food to Shelby and Cleveland County residents. From hamburgers to hot dogs, pork chop sandwiches, fried chicken and fish, plus those famous potato wedges and plenty of vegetables. For breakfast, lunch, or dinner, it's Barnett's Restaurant. Open 8 a.m. till 7 p.m., Monday through Friday. Located at 501 North Post Road, Highway 180 North in Shelby. For orders to go, call 704-482-3746 for Barnett's Restaurant.
Since 1986, Witherspoon Insurance Agency in Shelby has been serving families across Shelby and Cleveland County. And today, Wayne Witherspoon continues the tradition of bringing you the best insurance at the best possible price. With names like The Hartford, Safeco, Progressive, National General, and Travelers. Drop by the office today at 125 North Lafayette Street in Shelby and talk with one of their friendly hometown agents. Witherspoon Insurance Agency, your independent insurance agency since 1986.
Welcome back to the broadcast. There we go. Told left. It's the left fielder, Tom, that is injured down the.
And that's the one I did not have a name on. I'll try to figure it out. With the lineup, sometimes it's hard to. They can have, I guess it's the equivalent of 2 designated hitters. It does make it a little confusing. As it looks like number 15 was it? Nope. So the left fielder is limping off, and we'll try to get who that is. That's unfortunate, Kevin.
Young lady coming in on her left, looks like a left knee, left leg hurt, limping in. She's not even putting any weight on it on the ground. As the coaches help her walk in. All right. Meanwhile, for Cumberland, Tom, let's reset the game. What we got going on here?
Okay, for Cumberland, we've got Mason who pops out, the second baseman, and now we got Courtney Seigan up to bat. Number 9, she is the center fielder.
Is Courtney Seigan up to bat? We are in the bottom of the first inning.
Top
of the first inning. We didn't even got even started.
It just seems like the bottom. As I'm not really sure what the discussion is about. I guess maybe about a re-entry. I wonder.
Maybe.
Not sure. I'll try to get the name of the left fielder there.
Well, the girl that might be wanting to go to left might be the AH or.
Yeah,
I don't know
like
all
that. I don't know the substitution rules either. I have no idea.
So they're talking it over. Folks, we're going to take another quick break. We'll be right back on KTC.
Denny's in Shelby has just been remodeled, and they invite you to come on in and take a look. And while you're there, try the Meat Lovers Grand Slam. If you love meat, then Denny's has a home run of a deal. With a Meat Lovers Slam, you get 2 eggs, 2 pancakes, 3 bacon strips, and 3 sausage links, all for only $5.99. Just ask for the Meat Lovers Grand Slam at Denny's. 2025 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby, open 24 hours a day and free Wi-Fi too. Attention contractors and homeowners. H&M Industries in Shelby sells wholesale. Now vinyl windows are as low as $149. That's right, vinyl windows as low as $149. These windows feature a lifetime warranty with welded frame and sash. They have a constant balance system with 11 layers of low E, argon, and extra strength glass. And H&M Industries carries mobile home windows too. H&M Industries, 3931 West Dixon Boulevard, Shelby. Online at hmiwindows.com.
And welcome back to the broadcast. Kevin Hastings along with Tom Sanafani. First pitch fouled over to the left side out of play. So 0-1 to Courtney Seigan. Pitch high. Alamance versus Cumberland in the North Carolina State American Legion title game. 1 ball, 1 strike. To Seigan, another foul ball back towards the cars.
Interesting to see how that would affect your pitcher. You already had to sit through all the speeches, and now you had to sit through that.
Well, Alamance has had to go through the losers bracket from the first day, Tom. So they've thrown a lot of pitches, played a lot of baseball out here. They probably played softball. They probably played the most softball out of anybody, I guess.
Shelby, unfortunately, was eliminated last night 8-1 by Alamance. Was it Alamance? That eliminated him. I listened to a little bit of Jason Sane and Terry Reinhardt last night before I had to go.
Slap foul down the left field line. 1 ball, 2 strikes now.
That's called throwing the bat at it, isn't it?
He did just
throw the bat at it
just
and
tossed out there.
Get you another pitch.
Is your phone going crazy?
Yeah. Spammers. It's supposed to be some new legislation to curb robocallers. I wonder how well that's going to work.
1-2 pitch outside. Ooh, called strike 3, Tom. We're don't have as good a view as him, but if I was going to guess, that ball was right down the batter's box line.
Generous. If you stay with it, that's the main thing.
Yeah, as long as it's inside the batter's box lines, they'll give you that. You got to remember, softball's twice as big as a baseball as well.
Yeah, so, just consistency are all the coach is going to ask for.
There's a line drive to short and caught by the shortstop. What a play out there at short for Alamance. Shot and a quick out. 3 up, 3 down. We'll be back in a minute. KTCBroadcasting.com.
For a good night's sleep, Head to Hendrick Appliance and Mattress Center in Shelby. Visit their showroom featuring Sealy and Tempur-Pedic mattresses. From twin to twin XL, from full to queen, and from king to California king. There's one that will help you feel completely rested when the sun comes up tomorrow morning. Ask about special summer sale-down pricing now. Relax and rest comfortable tonight with a new Sealy or Tempur-Pedic mattress from Hendrick Appliance and Mattress Center, 1241 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Online at hendrickappliance.com. The hot days of summer bring you red-hot deals at Classic Ford Lincoln in Shelby. Right now, get $2,000 cash back on the Ford F-50, the Ford Super Duty truck, or the Ford Expedition. Get $1,250 cash back on the Ford Escape, the Ford Edge, the Explorer, or the Ford Ranger. And $750 cash back on most other models. And drive the new 2019 Ford Mustang and get 0% financing for 72 months. Come in for all the details and save big during the Red Hot Summer Sale at Classic Ford Lincoln, 1775 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby on the Classic Corner. Pegram Insurance Services in Shelby is now All Care Insurance Services, and they invite you to see their newly remodeled office and talk with them about your insurance needs. If that's too far away from you, they have an All Care Insurance location in both Gastonia and Belmont areas. All Care Insurance has strived to be the best by providing quality insurance coverage with great commitment to customer service. Whether you do coverage for your home, auto, business, life, or something more, their experienced agents are there to help you. Visit one of their convenient locations, 220 West Dixon Boulevard in Shelby, 4515 Wilkinson Boulevard in Gastonia, and 7005 Suite E Wilkinson Boulevard in Belmont. That's All Care Insurance Services.
First pitch, swing and a miss, strike to the batter.
Destiny Beam, number 6, who was in right, now in left field after that injury to Mackenzie Taylor.
You don't see a lot of leadoff hitting right fielders. A lot of times your better hitters end up being your shortstops or center fielders leading off. But.
And it is Hauser now playing right, and she is not in the batting lineup. I believe that was a ball. I totally missed it.
Yep, ball in the dirt.
All right.
Low and outside.
Utilizing my little boxes on the side.
I wouldn't mark every pitch if I was you in that book. I would trust the scoreboard man.
I did that the other night and regretted it.
Pitch outside, caught a ball. There's that consistency thing you were talking about, Tom. And
the hardest thing to judge when you're not behind the plate is in and out. Mm-hmm. And that's what I tell coaches who yell at me from the dugout.
Ground ball, third base, off for wrist, and the shortstop can't come up with it either. But in softball, Tom, if you don't catch it immediately and throw it, you really don't have time almost anyway to get anybody out.
Yeah, I just was about to say that if you mishandle these bases, I think they look like 60-foot bases.
They are.
And I don't know. I would think they should go to 70 or 75 feet. This is a tiny little field.
Foul ball. That's off her foot. She's going to have to walk that one off a second.
Might need some ice after the game on that one. I still got this black and blue toe from where I took one in the field. That ball hurts, man.
You folks watching our plate camera getting some little interference. That's why I was blinking here and there. Pitch, wild pitch. Runner's going to go down to second.
Yep.
So nothing. We're in the bottom of the first inning of the North Carolina American Legion softball state championship game between Cumberland and Alamance. You're listening on 101.5 FM, 1390 AM, and watching live on YouTube. I want to say to all of our fans watching across the state. I'm sure we got some out of state even watching as well. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. During the North Carolina American Legion baseball state tournament, Tom, we had 12, I think, different states watching, 3 different countries. U.S., Canada, and India checked out North Carolina baseball.
It was really good coverage and really good tournament.
First pitch is a ball. This is our new batter. Ball goes all the way down to second.
Our new batter is number 10, Haley Palmer, who is at shortstop and made that nice play. I believe she had all 3 outs last inning. No, there was 1 strikeout. She had the catch and then made a nice play on the line out. It's unfortunate her and Taylor collided over there.
Slow ball in the dirt.
And that was just, I guess when your adrenaline goes, you don't hear somebody calling you off.
Ball 3 gets away. Runner goes over to third. Somebody's coming home. Okay, she got down there. Thought for a second they might take the chance and come home with it, but the ball gets away. 3 balls and no strikes now to the batter.
Yeah, that could have been a cheap run. They don't get down there, and I think that's maybe what they're going to talk about.
Cumberland's going to call time.
Lost a little focus there.
And the whole team's going to talk it over for just a second. This is not a coach's timeout. The infield's going to go over a few things. Maybe if she bunts. I doubt a team that scored 11 runs on you last time is going to bunt in the first inning. I would doubt, but it happens.
It was the other way around. Cumberland scored 11.
Never mind. That might be bunting here then.
And ball 4.
She faked it, but the ball was in the dirt. It didn't matter. Ball 4. She'll move over to first.
So that's Beam down at third, and Palmer trots to first. And up to bat is number 60, Shelby LaPointe, the catcher.
LaPointe steps into the batter's box, first and third. Let's see if Alamance does any funky business. First and third. Runner goes. Catcher bobbles it. Nowhere to go. She throws it to third and safe over there. Got to be careful with that, Tom.
Called strike on the pitch.
Right.
Maybe not, but called strike.
No balls and 1 strike there, right? Spurs at second, third now for Alamance. Swing going to miss. She goes out at strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. To the point.
So now what we see is the pitcher, Bagley, for Cumberland, working the bottom of the zone. If she's going to get some call down there, keep it down there. And that ball's way outside. Tried to get her to fish a little bit, I think, Kevin. Didn't work.
We're at Cleveland Community College, Tom. And I've heard a couple of people just here and there just kind of eavesdropping there, talking about how nice they think these facilities are, and they like these facilities for this tournament.
Yep.
Pitch outside.
Crowd wanted that one, didn't they?
Yeah. I mean, we're on the left side of the plate, and I thought it was outside. So.
Yeah. And
Coach asked what the count was to make sure that.
Yep.
It's hard for the umpire. I mean, or the guy doing the board. He's up on the hill, and if you can't see the umpires, you can't see the pitcher from up there. You can see the plate, but you can't see the pitcher. Ball in the dirt. Full count now.
Bagley in danger of putting a second straight walk and loading up the bases.
Here's the full count pitch in the dirt. Ball 4, bases juice for Alamance, who lost 11-4 last time, and out comes the coach. We'll be back in 30 seconds on KTC.
It's time to go picking. Picking at Backroad Pickers in Fallston. Backroad Pickers in Fallston has antiques, collectibles, artisans, furniture, and more. Many different vendors selling just what you're looking for. Visit the website at backroadpickers.com or call 704-466-0972. Like them on Facebook and Instagram. Backroad Pickers is open Tuesday through Friday from 10 to 6, Saturdays 9 to 5. It's time to go picking at Backroad Pickers, 3949 Fallston Waco Road in Fallston. It's time to go pick.
Welcome back to the broadcast. Kevin Hastings along with Thompson. Finally had to cut that short there real quick. They got back before we could. We'll get back to that commercial in just a few moments.
Right now, Bagley just struggling to throw strikes, and I've seen a lot of pitchers do that. Give me another ball. as I believe that's number 24, Abby Sutton steps in. I don't really understand this EH, but it's like a DH.
Yeah, it's extra hitter.
Okay.
Pitch is high, ball 2.
But if you have an EH in the game, you could take a field player out, and like sometimes you'll have two hitters and then 2 in the field taking the place of them, which is confusing to me. But you know. So 3-0 count. She's in danger of walking the third, the third straight.
Pitch is high outside, ball 4, runners will score.
Yep. So that plates, I believe, Destiny Bean, who reached on an error and scored now. So first blood has been drawn, Kevin, by Alamance.
Coach going to make his second visit. We'll be back in a minute. Change pitchers. Jim and Jay's call the bullpen. We'll be right back on KTCBroadcasting.com.
We do. Has your old heating and air conditioning system been giving you trouble? Have no fear. Bill Shuford Heating and Air is here, and they service all makes and models. Just call 704-484-0025. Bill Shuford Heating and Air has been Cleveland County's leader in home comfort since 1983, featuring American Standard heating and air conditioning systems. Visit them online at BillShufordHVAC.com. Bill Shuford Heating and Air, 213 Campbell Street in Shelby.
All right, welcome back to the broadcast. Sorry about that, folks, for a minute. I had a little silent air there, but I got it fixed. Everybody makes mistakes, even the experts, Tom.
Yes, even the experts. Here we have Shelton, the first baseman, number 15. And new pitcher for Cumberland County is Gleemaker.
We're in the bottom of the first.
Check out that motion from Gleemaker.
Yeah,
watch it next time.
It's wild. It is wild.
It looks like a dance move. Check it out.
She's got a kind of a squat, a wiggle,
yeah,
a shimmy and a shake. And
no, I tell you, she looks like she needs to take that down to the disco.
She's up there doing the boot scooting boogie.
Let's watch it. Let's watch it. There comes. Woo, there she goes. Look at that. And effective gets the ground ball. They're going to have to hurry.
Yep, got her. What a play. What a play. And I'm going to say what a good call. I think he made a good call on that, Tommy. I'm talking, they got it quicker. And that's the thing as an umpire. And you got to kind of almost fear it to, like, gosh, don't just do something stupid or weird right here. Because you're looking for the, hey, throw, you make the tag, you got the force out. But you know these kids, anything crazy could happen.
Here's my question. A pitch.
Outside.
Miss Palmer, why aren't you dirty? Is what I'm going to say.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Miss Palmer, why is your uniform still clean? That's probably what I would say if I was the coach.
Alamance leads 1-0, 2 outs. Bases juiced. Foul back to the fence.
So this up to bat is number 34, Layla Burnett, the shortstop. Excuse me, check that, the third baseman.
I was about to say, I thought she played. Now, I know she played third last night.
If you want the God's honest truth, I always get 5 and 6 mixed up. It's 5 is third, and 6 is short.
Right.
There's that little swagger and shimmy.
Pop up right side. Is it going to get down? Nope. Caught for the third out.
Good job by McGrath out there to retire Burnett.
So 1 run on the board for Alamance, and after 1, they take the 1-0 lead over Cumberland County. We'll be right back.
Here's the news. Blanton Cars in Shelby has moved. They have moved to their East Lot location at 1711 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Blanton Cars in Shelby is your original buy here, pay here dealership. Make your payments online by calling 704-481-0500 or check out their inventory at BlantonCars.com. Buy here, pay here at your original buy here, pay here dealer. That's Blanton Cars. Now at 1 location, 1711 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Bradley Insurance Services in Kings Mountain reminds you that knowledge is power. Index annuities may help you save more for your retirement. And index annuities offer the opportunity to earn more interest through tax deferral. Why consider an index annuity? Along with tax deferral, consider an index annuity because it can help protect, save, and potentially grow assets for retirement. It may help to support your lifestyle during retirement with the opportunity for asset growth and the ability to create a lifetime income. For more information on index annuities, contact Keith Bradley at Bradley Insurance Services, 219 South Battleground Avenue in Kings Mountain, or visit the website at bradleyinsuranceservices.com.
Yeah, I've been up there.
Welcome back to Cleveland Community College, home of the North Carolina American Legion softball tournament. We've got Alamance and Cumberland here in the championship game. Alamance in the red, if you watch it at home on KTC. Cumberland, I guess that's green. Is that lime green?
I would say that's Sarah Edge at the plate.
Some of you folks that have trouble with colors would definitely have a problem if that is that green and
Just call it
yellow.
Just call it neon.
It's really close to the Seahawks green. I'll say that. It's not yellow. The ball is yellow. It's a different shade than that. There's ball one. One ball, one strike now to the batter. Tom, who we got?
We have Sarah Edge.
Edge.
The right fielder. And swung through that one, didn't she?
She's a left-handed batter. The tall fastball looks to be a tough chore for the girls. I actually saw Albert Pujols try to hit against Jenny Finch. She struck him out.
Really?
I mean, he hit a couple here and there, but they did the whole simulated batter type thing.
Oh, so it wasn't real. It was
the rise ball was tough for Pujols to handle as well. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Well, it's coming right over our head. Looks like the clouds are starting to roll in a little bit, Kevin.
It is a funny video. Go check it out if you want to kind of see how a Major League Baseball player would do against a softball pitch. People talk about it all the time, but it's a totally different motion. That rising softball. There's a ground ball second base. Second baseman fields over the first and makes the play.
Good job by Gallagher.
Out.
Good job by Gallagher over there at second base. Came up, got the ball, threw it over to Shelton. And that's 4 straight retired by Apple, the Alamance pitcher.
1-0 Alamance. Brings up a new batter.
And that is Alex DeVille, the extra hitter. Oh, no, check that. Why have I got Fields there? Edge, okay, that's why, because I wrote down. Okay, so Edge grounded out and Fields now the batter. She is the first baseman.
Fields hits a dribbler to first base right off the end of the bat, and it barely got there for the second out of the inning. So 2 quick, easy outs to second base and first base.
And now Apple has sat down 5 straight, and that brings up number 2. This is Alex DeVille, the extra hitter.
Alex DeVille, extra hitter in the bat. Both teams in black pants. Alamance in the red tops and red socks. There's a pop-up near the fence. I think it's going to get over. It will. So for a foul ball. 0-1 now to DeVille.
And Apple just working, quickly and efficiently, pounding the zone, getting ahead of hitters, getting those ground balls, Kevin.
Watching, of course, softball, a little different than baseball. There's a called strike. Pitcher's got a pitch thing on her hand. They'd never allow a baseball pitcher to put anything on his arms.
No, they allow some stuff out here that is a little strange to me.
Compared to baseball, right. There's a
strange
high pitch ball, one ball and 2 strikes to DeVille. Like that right there, the with the thing on the wrist, that's definitely a thing in baseball that you've never been able to do.
Well, the ball's yellow, so the being white's not that big a deal.
There's a drive to center field. Is it going to get down? Yes. Center field couldn't get to it.
Better hurry.
Get her at second.
Nope.
And center fielder, I think she took a bad angle on that all together, maybe kind of ran by, and then when it got to the fence, she had to turn and go back towards it instead of the angle the whole time. So Tom was talking about, she might have time to throw out at second maybe if she would have got back there, but just bad angle altogether for her. But she got the ball in once she got up there quick. She made a great play last night in the game. Almost caught the ball at shortstop in the dirt, come running in, made an outstanding play, but right there, kind of a bad angle. I don't think she's got the ball in the air, but may have been able to get a chance at second base. There's a pop-up right side.
And this is Alyssa Norton,
now
number 99 to third baseman.
I'll get you to notice this time the runner on second, DeVille, out there is definitely giving pitch signals to the batter.
Yeah, legal, frowned upon, but legal.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of like being in that center seat on an airplane and getting up and going to the bathroom 3 times. Frowned upon, not illegal.
Pitch outside, called strike. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 1-0 on Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. Cumberland leads Alamance.
Yeah, she's leaning over there to steal that sign, isn't she? She sure is.
Swing
Doesn't matter.
Yep, swing and miss, strike 3. That'll do it here in the top of the first. No runs. It's 1-0. Alamance leads. Headed to the bottom of the second. We'll be right back on KTC.
Keep your lawn and garden hydrated this spring with a Green Thumb Never Kink garden hose from Bridges True Value for only $14.99 while the supplies last. This 5/8" by 50-foot heavy-duty hose features self-straightening technology to guarantee no kinks and no tangles. It also has antimicrobial protection against mold and mildew. Stop in to Bridges True Value for the bargain of the month, another great lawn care product to make your yard the envy of the block. Located at 301 West King Street in Kings Mountain. Call 704-739-5461 for Bridges True Value. I'm Calvin Hastings for Renato Auto Mall Smart Service. What smart service, you say? Smart service is, to put it simple, speed, quality, and competitive pricing. Renato Auto Mall has brought back many of the old-time quality procedures and added some more. You get fast service oil changes, plus tire rotation, plus lube, and then they'll clean your glass and give your car a wash, all while you wait. Now that's smart service, speed, quality, and competitive pricing at Renato Auto Mall, where you get service at a high level of efficiency and speed. Located at 4423 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby, right below the Cleveland Mall.
Welcome back to Cleveland Community College in Shelby, North Carolina. I'm Kevin Hastings along with Tom Sinafani. Andre Bush is out on the camera today. Here for some softball, the North Carolina American Legion softball championship game, Alamance versus Cumberland. There's a drive to center field, dives, and I think she got it. Yes, she did.
It's a great catch out there by the center fielder, Seigan.
Seigan makes the catch.
To retire I believe that was the pitcher, Apple, number 13, who flied out to center. So good play there by, we have to get her name right, Seigan. Because Mom made a special visit down there, didn't she?
She's bringing up number 9.
That's Cassie Turner, an extra hitter. Again, that bizarre, to me anyway, is like, why would they call it a designated hitter? If they're hitting for somebody, here's a bunt. Gonna have to hurry. Got it.
Bang, bang at first, got to play for the out.
Who did? Was that the shortstop or the pitcher?
That's pitcher.
Okay. So that's going to go as a 1-3 putout. Boy, that's 2 quick outs, Kevin.
And really, Tom, you'd think as short as the bases are, a bunt to anywhere but the pitcher, you should almost about get home as long as you've got any speed.
Yeah, Turner looked like she ran pretty well, but was retired, and that's going to bring up Gallagher, the second baseman.
I mean, that ball was right back to the pitcher. If that's not right back to her, she's standing on first right now.
Absolutely, with 60-foot bases. That's something else. It's just, I don't know. I think they need to widen that out a little bit, but that's what it is what it is.
Field looking great here at Cleveland Community College.
Nasty off-speed stuff there from Gleemaker, wasn't it?
That's a good change of the ball. Looked like it just stopped at home plate and floated by like old Bugs Bunny pitch.
Yeah, I'm telling you. She disguised it well because she's got that same, well, shall we say, little twist, little shimmy. There she goes. And
foul ball down the right field line.
Well, if Gallagher can straighten that out, she's going to run for a while.
On the bottom of the second inning. 38 minutes into the game time, or scheduled game time.
Yes, scheduled game time, but we did have the speeches and such.
There's a floater to third base, and the third baseman makes a play. Third out of the inning. That'll do it. 1, 2, 3. We'll be right back on KTC. It's 1-0. Alamance leads.
The red, white, and blue tag sale is underway at Campers Inn in Kings Mountain. Now's the time to come in and see the hottest travel trailers on the market today. See the new 2019 Avenger ATI for just $137 per month. And the new 2019 Laredo 250BH travel trailer is $179 per month. For sales, parts, and service, visit Campers Inn in Kings Mountain. Located off Highway 161 South at I-85 in Kings Mountain. Online at campersinn.com. The weather is warming up. How about the inside of your car? If it's a little toasty, then get that air conditioner serviced at CarPro, 1520 South Post Road in Shelby. CarPro can take care of all of your automotive needs, from a tune-up to an oil change, from air conditioning service to tire alignment. And right now, get a set of 4 tires as low as $200, and that includes mounting and balancing. Hey, that's right, you heard right. A set of 4 tires, including mounting and balancing, all for $200 at CarPro, 1520 South Post Road in Shelby, right across from Ingles. Call 704-466-3370. Like them on Facebook, too.
All right, welcome back to Cleveland Community College. Kevin Hastings along with Tom Sinofani. And Alamance leads 1-0. They're in the red if you're watching on YouTube. And the green is Cumberland.
We got a call strike?
Yep, Cumberland won the first game of the tournament versus Alamance 11-4.
Yeah, this is Bagley up to bat, the pitcher. Or she was pitching. Not sure where she is now.
Now we've got the rematch. Swing and a miss.
Yeah, she did go, didn't
Strike
she?
2.
I was not told where. I know Gleemaker came in, so it might have been Bagley just stayed in the lineup and is not in the field now. I am not sure.
Swing and a miss on the changeup. Strike 3 for the first out of the inning.
I tell you what, Apple has been very efficient. She has faced 8. She has retired 7 and struck out 3, Kevin.
1-0 ball game. Got a pitcher's duel. Kind of expect that in a softball championship game, right?
Yeah, well, as Gleemaker has just come in and silenced the Alamance bat last inning. Ooh, that's a good pitch right there on the inner third, Kevin.
It's one of the ones you'd like to probably swing at.
Yeah, Katie McGrath.
Really good pitch.
Katie McGrath now, the right fielder.
Well, she can spin a bat. If she can't do anything, she can spin a baseball bat. That was pretty neat what she just did. I don't know if I could do that.
Did not see it.
Pitch high, ball 1-1.
Did not see what she did. But Cumberland needs to get a little something going here. They've been pretty much silenced, other than that double by DeVille back in the second.
Yep, foul ball into the dirt.
And I tell you what Apple has done effectively is she has pounded the strike zone and stayed ahead of these Cumberland hitters. And if you can do that, you generally, the day is going to go pretty well.
1 ball and 2 strikes, 1 out.
She doesn't waste a lot of time either, does she?
No.
She is ready to go. Ooh. That rise ball started out a little too high, I think, Kevin.
Yeah, you can't chase that one.
Can't chase that one. Good job by McGrath to lay off that thing.
1-2 pitch, high and out.
Yep.
2-2.
So McGrath is having a pretty good at-bat here.
He just said 3-2. Okay.
It is.
Okay.
3-2. I know that because I have it marked in my book.
Gold star for Tom.
Gold star. Where's my sticker?
Ball 4.
So that's the first walk issued by Apple. And she let one get away from her there, Kevin. So Cumberland going to try to take advantage of that.
It's going to bring up a lefty, 1 out. Cumberland down 1-0. See if we get a bunt here.
This is going to be the catcher, Carrie St. Peter, number 27, left-handed hitting. And Terry explained to me that you cannot leave till the ball leaves the pitcher's hand, so there's no throws over to first in softball. That's kind of hard to determine. Did she leave before the ball left the hand?
Oh, that's what the first base umpire is supposed to be standing over staring at, I guess.
Yep.
Or somebody. You got to watch out the corner of your eyes, and it's kind of a guess.
But no throws over to first. I mean, that's got to speed up your game by about at least 15 minutes. If you can't throw to first.
No balls, 1 strike, 1 out.
So trying to get that run over to second.
Swing and miss, foul tipped, and it's caught.
Pretty big cut there by St. Peter, but chased one up and out of the zone, Kevin.
St. Peter doesn't have her batting gloves strapped.
A lot of these kids got these little superstitious things. Baseball players are the worst to be
Baseball players are the worst. And I'll tell you one
thing.
thing. I'm the least superstitious person. So I'm the guy that would step on the lines and cross the bats. And
that surprises me. I thought you would be superstitious.
No. Could care less. Swing and a miss. It's strike 3. Second out of the inning.
And that is strikeout number 4 for Apple.
I have for long contended, Tom, that the only reason they tell you not to step on the foul line is so you don't piss off the grounds crew. It has nothing to do with luck. It's just don't make the grounds crew mad. There's a foul ball right back in our grill. Almost caught our camera there. You folks at home probably got a good view of that one.
And that is Mason McKenzie, top of the lineup, back number 1. The second baseman who popped out to the shortstop. That's where we had our injured player earlier for Alamance. And hopefully Mackenzie Taylor is feeling okay after she had to leave the game with a little help.
Ball outside, runner goes. Stuff. Catcher didn't see it because nobody said anything.
Still, it was closer than it should have been down there as McGrath down at second. She might have broke late. You know why it was late, Kevin? The catcher was trying to frame up the pitch.
Yeah.
And
you got a left-handed batter, too, so you can't see the girl leave as well. So
got to tell her.
Yeah. I didn't hear anything, but, I mean, it could have been. But
so in scoring position, but 2 outs on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard, 1-0. And that's going to be an infield hit, Kevin.
I mean, that just tells you one thing that's hard about softball, you cannot make a mistake as an infielder or it's a hit no matter what. Like, she backhanded it, hesitated for a half a second, and then the girl's safe. Like, any other position, like in baseball, that you got a little bit more time. I think that's what you were talking about, maybe with a 10-foot extra more feet in the bases. Because that second baseman, I mean, all she did was she just hesitated. She didn't drop the ball. She didn't do anything. She just hesitated, and the runners are safe at first. Runner goes down to second.
So we got McGrath with a stolen base and also Mason with a stolen base. That gets him over there in scoring position, so a chance to do some damage, and popped up, foul. And at the plate, that's Courtney Seigan, the center fielder, number 9, who struck out looking her first time at bat.
Left-handed batter, runners at second and third, 2 outs. They need a base hit here for some runs or an error. Foul ball back over our heads again.
So the count 1-2. As Apple, who has already struck out a pair, trying to strike out the side, that'd get her out of a jam, wouldn't it, Kevin?
Yeah, Alamance losing 11-4. You don't want to lose any runs. There's another signal from down at second base, watching the runners give signals. Ball high, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. You kind of figure, we kind of talked before the game, 4 runs is kind of where you want to be anyway, so I want to save as many runs as possible in a championship game. I would imagine the pitchers aren't going to just start giving up runs here left and right.
We have a name for stealing signs in baseball.
Oh, fly ball left field, base hit, 1 runner score. Left fielder bobbles it, 2-run score, and Cumberland takes a 2-1 lead on the RBI single.
So I'm going to give Seigan a single on that, 2 RBI. Great job by Seigan.
The official score on that, Tom, I don't know if they would give her that second RBI or not. They might just give her 1. Depends on who the score person is, if he's a jerk. But you could make the argument from coming from second base, they would have scored anyway. Go ahead. I mean, I would go ahead and give her 2, being nice about it.
So that is McGrath and Mason scoring on the single by Seigan. And damage done now. Apple surrendered her first couple of runs trying to get out of this thing with Seigan down there at second.
Seigan down at second base right now.
And Pone steps into bat, the shortstop, number 12, left-hander. Trying to knock in another run. And foul.
Foul ball into the dirt.
So 0-2, and this is where Apple was a moment ago. 2 outs, 2 strikes, and, good piece of hitting by Seigan. A good 2-strike. Got the bat there on it, flared it into left field. I don't know what this discussion's about. Can't be telling her to bunt with 2 strikes.
Well,
I guess he saw something she was doing. But I was going to say, we have a name for stealing signs in baseball. It's called Bush League. Don't do that.
0-2 count. Maybe he says just watch the slow ball, or he knows that that's what they throw on 2 strikes. There it is, pop up center field. Center fielder comes in, should make the play and does. All the way to shortstop, does the center fielder to make the play.
Good play by Jones there.
Couple runs come across, and Cumberland takes a 2-1 lead. We'll be right back. KTCBroadcasting.com.
Your car's windshield cracking you up? Well, you may need to see the windshield doctor. That's Carolina Auto Glass, located at 408 South Post Road in Shelby. Carolina Auto Glass goes the distance to ensure your safety and satisfaction. And they will handle all of your insurance claims too. Plus, free on-site estimates are available, and they do work on sunroofs. Just call 704-480-1885 for Carolina Auto Glass, 408 South Post Road in Shelby. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. That's Carolina Auto Glass of Shelby. You're invited to the Chevy All-Star Open House, Saturday, August 31st, from 1 till 6 p.m. at Carter's Chevrolet in Shelby. Come see the all-new Chevy Silverado and the all-new Chevy Blazer and register to win some great door prizes that will be given away every hour. Check out their service, parts, and body shop, and make plans to be there Saturday, August 31st, from 1 to 6 p.m. The Chevy All-Star Open House event at Carter's Chevrolet in the same location for over 50 years at 200 West Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Online at carterchef.com. When you start craving something good to eat, the crave starts at Checkers in Shelby. Be sure to check out their 2-for deals and their value meal items. And for the kids, it's their chicken bites and fries for just $2.19. From classic wings to chicken sandwiches to your favorite burger, plus hot dogs, fish sandwiches, and their famous French fries. Visit your nearest Checkers, 938 Grove Street in Shelby, off Highway 74 Bypass East, just up from Lidl. Checkers, crazy good food.
Napa knows.
First pitch called strike here in the bottom of the third inning. Kevin Hastings along with Tom Sinofani. Tom, it's probably the last inning I got with you. Maybe another half, depending on what happens here. But all right, it's 2-1. Cumberland leads over Alamance.
And this is Destiny Beam up, who's in an 0-2 hole very quickly as Gleemaker has come in here and retired 4 straight. So Gleemaker with her little shimmy. And that ball is foul, so Beam stays alive with an 0-2 count. Hard to find help on at 1 o'clock in the afternoon on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
That's okay. Gleemaker's 0-2 pitch. Ooh. Not called, Kevin. Could have been called, but was not. It's one of those could have been called, depending. Could have been called. Could have been called.
Sorry, Coach Tim Pruitt from Cherryville, who I'm going to see in just a little bit, is sending me a little message here. And we're talking to Dustin from the Star back here. There's a ground ball to shortstop. Over to first. Bang, bang! Got her. What a play. Just so cool. It's so hard, Tom. You got to bang them here in softball.
That's a good play by Payne over to Fields and retires Destiny Beam, who reached on an error and scored in the first, but goes down 6-3 here in the third. And that's going to bring up, I believe it's Kyra. I better check my lineup, make sure I'm getting that name right. Jones. I know her last name. I've got that correct. And Jones, left-handed, and is going to put it in play to the second baseman who fell down. Oh, did you see what she did? She flipped it over to the shortstop to try to make a play, but that's going to be, I'm going to give Jones an infield single on that.
Well, her throw hit the runner in the hip, Tom. That's the same girl earlier that fouled one off her leg. It's the center fielder, so she's taking a beating right now.
Yeah, Jones.
They're going to talk to her for a minute. That ball hit her right in the hip. She's pointing at it right on her belt loop.
So what happened is the second baseman over there, Mason, tried to flip it over to Payne to throw because Mason made the stop and then couldn't get up. So alert play, but not unable to retire Jones, who scooted down the first base line, and that brings up Haley Palmer, the shortstop, number 10, who her last time up she walked. And Gleemaker throws a strike, so she's ahead in the count, 0-1. Gleemaker sets the pitch, does her little shimmy, and that ball's in there for a strike. So Gleemaker has been pounding the zone and getting a lot of these Alamance hitters out. That is the first hit she has surrendered. I believe one lady reached on a fielder's choice. Gleemaker, off speed, strike 3 called. And Palmer was a little incredulous there, but I thought it was a good pitch, Kevin.
Yeah, I did too, Tom. The only question I have, we probably can't tell from here. was the ball moving the outside left to right inning. It floated beautifully. I just want to know, I'd like to see the spin on it from being up close and see it if it moved any left to right. It just kind of rose up and froze for a second, but I agree. I think it was over the plate. That's right there in the same spot, kind of.
Dead fish changeup got her looking. That's what I would call it. So this brings up LaPointe, who walked the catcher, number 60, walked her first time up, worked the count full and was able to walk. Pitch, and that is. So tell me something, Kevin.
Yes,
if you walk with the bases full, do
that's
you
an RBI.
Holy cow.
Yes, it is. If you get an error, though, it's not an RBI.
So Sutton has the only RBI for Alamance.
That's what I was talking about a minute ago in that play in the outfield. You give the RBI for the girl at third, but the left fielder bobbled that ball and allowed the runner for second to run, so probably she should only get one RBI on that.
I gave her 2.
That's what I was saying earlier. A nice scorekeeper might give her one that an unofficial like we are might not care and give her the 2 RBIs.
I think she was rounding. She was going to score.
Oh, it's going to be a close one. Yep.
So now the 1-2 count to LaPointe.
Floated LaPointe.
Ooh. Close on that line, wasn't it? But foul.
That changeup, she had to wait on it. Turned on it and drove it right down the line. Just fouled there by the first base coach.
So LaPointe facing that 1-2 count. 2-1 on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. Bottom 3, Alamance got a runner aboard trying to tie this thing up. Leemaker, got her to Chase, and that retires the side.
Chase the high fastball for the third strike of the inning, and that'll do it. 2-1. After 3 innings complete, Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard, Alamance trails Cumberland 2-1.
Napa Auto Parts in Cherryville carries a complete line of paint supplies from your tapes, sanding supplies, thinners, and of course, we will mix paints to match. We can even make a custom aerosol paint. So come by and check out our Martin Senor paints and let us help you with your next paint projects.
Napa know-how.
Your Napa store, Cherryville Auto and Truck Parts, Highway 150 West in Cherryville.
The hot days of summer bring you red-hot deals at Classic Ford Lincoln in Shelby. Right now, get $2,000 cash back on the Ford F-50, the Ford Super Duty truck, or the Ford Expedition. Get $1,250 cash back on the Ford Escape, the Ford Edge, the Explorer, or the Ford Ranger. And $750 cash back on most other models. And drive the new 2019 Ford Mustang and get 0% financing for 72 months. Come in for all the details and save big during the Red Hot Summer Sale at Classic Ford Lincoln, 1775 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby on the Classic Corner. The pre-fabulous sale is underway now at Clayton Homes in Shelby. Hurry in now for the hottest deals of the year with 21 home models in stock and on sale. Come talk with one of the sales team members who are dedicated to helping you find your dream home. See their fully furnished models and all kinds of options to choose from soaker tubs to farmhouse sinks. And speaking of farmhouse, come in now and see the all-new Southern Belle Farmhouse on display at Clayton Homes, 1640 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Online at ClaytonHomesofShelby.com. Open 9 to 6 Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 on Saturday.
You're in 2. All right, I'm Kevin Ace along with Tom Sinfani. I'm getting out of here, though. Tom is going to finish up the game for a little bit, folks. It's 2-1.
We're going to leave it on the action cam as that ball's hit down the right field line. Is it fair? Is it foul? Doesn't matter. It's caught. Good play out there by Hauser, who came in right field earlier as they sent Beam over to left. So that's going to retire Sarah Edge. So she flies out to right. And that's going to bring up number 18, Ashton Fields, who her last time up, she grounded out to the third baseman unassisted, so she's 0 for 1. Apple still in the circle for Alamance, delivers a pitch, calls strike. So quickly 0-1 to Ashton Fields. Yes, Kevin has stepped away. I'm going to leave it on the action camera there, and I think that's good enough for the remainder of this game. Pitch and swung and pop foul behind us. So that's going to make it quickly 0-2, and Apple doing what she did earlier in the ball game, getting ahead of these hitters. Struggled a little bit last inning as she gave up a walk and a single, but did strike out a pair and eventually got out of the inning without too much damage. That ball too high. 1-2 now the count to Fields. As Apple not able to get her to chase. 2-1, top of the fourth, state championship, American Legion softball. Cumberland over Alamance. And that ball's hit down the right field line, but foul. So we'll do it again at 1-2. Clouds rolling in here, so that's a blessing. This is taking the edge off the heat out here. Still probably around 90 degrees, warm day. But hopefully no rain for the next hour or so. As Apple's looking at the pitches on her wrist, the pitch, and that one's up and away, and Fields does not chase. So Fields being patient here. What did he do? All right. So we got a 2-2 count. And again, Apple checks the wrist thing. Am I in your way here? You sure? Okay. The pitch and grounded to second. Gonna have to hurry, and they did get her. So that's a nice play over there. I believe that was the second baseman, Gallagher, over to Shelton to retire Fields. So she goes down 4-3, and that's going to bring up Alex DeVille, the extra hitter, who doubled her last time at bat. So Apple settling down in this inning. She has retired the first two, but DeVille did do a little damage back in the second. Was not able to score, however, as that pitch is high and away. Ball one to DeVille. She steps out, asks for time. And again, Kevin had to go, so I'm by myself. That's why you don't hear Kevin anymore. So I'll be doing my best with this camera and commercials. So Calvin, I'm doing my best. We got a 2-0 count to DeVille. Pitch. And that's called strike on the outside part of the plate. So now 2 balls, 1 strike. Again, top four, 2-1. Alamance, Cumberland out in front of Ambulance. Alamance, pitch, and that's another called strike. Umpire giving the outside part of the plate. And I don't think Alex agreed, but she's going to step back in there now with a 2-2 count. Apple checks the pitch indicator there on her wrist and called strike 3. So down goes DeVille on strikes after 3.5. It's 2-1. We'll be back in 60 seconds on KTC Broadcasting.
Former club members Denzel Washington and Jennifer Lopez for the Boys and Girls Clubs.
Every child follows a path in life. For many, that path will lead them to a door that gives them a place to grow, to learn, to belong, a place to forge their future.
You can change a child's future. Support your local Boys and Girls Clubs. Great futures start here.
You can open doors for children to have great futures at the Boys and Girls Club of Cleveland County. Visit us at 412 West Sumter Street or at greatfutures.org.
Former club members Denzel Washington and Jennifer Lopez for the Boys and Girls Clubs.
Every child follows a path in life. For many, that path will lead them to a door that gives them a place to grow, to learn, to belong, a place to forge their future.
You can change a child's future. Support your local Boys and Girls Clubs. Great futures start here.
You can open doors for children to have great futures at the Boys and Girls Club of Cleveland County. Visit us at 412 West Sumter Street or at greatfutures.org.
Enjoy.
Okay, we're back, bottom four. It is 2-1, Cumberland County out in front. I have Mike Hassan here, who I believe is the state director, correct, Mr. Hassan?
Yes, sir, Tom. State director and founder, state director. I've been doing it since we started.
Okay, so we appreciate all the hard work that's gone into this and kind of bring us up to date what's going on. We got 24, Abby Sutton, the extra hitter, facing Glee Maker, still in there after she came in the first, and it's ball one. So what do you think about the results so far of the tournament, Mike?
Well, it's about what I expected, Tom. It's been very competitive. The whole tournament's been very competitive, and I wasn't expecting anything less with these two teams. Both of them are very talented. Their skill levels are great. Got some college players or girls heading to college off these teams, as well as upperclassmen. And a lot of skill here, a lot of skill level competition. They're very competitive.
Yeah, and I've noticed it's been pretty clean, good sportsmanship from all the coaches, players, everybody, and good to see as Gleemaker delivers off speed.
Oh, yeah, good pitch.
That hit her in the box, so that's going to be a foul. 1 and 2. And the main thing I struggle with, Mike, is I umpire a lot of baseball. I call a lot of baseball. I don't do too much softball. So there are some nuances between the two sports, but one that's the same. If a foul ball hits you in the box, it's a foul ball, so that's the same rule. So Gleemaker out ahead of Sutton, 1 and 2, and delivers, and got her to chase one out of the zone, but she fouled it off.
A lot of our rules are just like baseball, so to speak. We follow high school rules, federation rules. We've got a few things written in, some amendments written in, but of course this game is a lot like baseball other than the fact it's a lot faster.
Yes.
Every pitch, there's action on every pitch potentially.
Right.
So you don't have time to really look up in the stands or anything else. A ball will be at, that's a good pitch, good change.
That was a good change up there, and some of the Cumberland faithful wanted that, but you'd have needed a sand wedge to hit that one. It just kind of fell out, and a good call by the umpire.
Great call. We've had great umpiring, too. Yeah. That pitch off speed is what I was talking about, just the change in the speed.
Right.
These girls have mastered their pitches and their skills.
2-2 count called, strike 3, and down goes Sutton.
Yeah, great pitch right there, and it's meticulous what these girls do. There's a formula they use. These pitching coaches, they work very hard in the off season and training and trying to hit their spots, and it shows when they get in these games, especially these championship games.
And with one down, that's going to bring up Taryn Shelton, and she puts it in play past the first and second baseman. They both dove to get it, but Shelton aboard with a single, Mike.
But you look at that effort right there. Those two girls right there laying out for that ball, and they don't leave anything. They leave it on the field. They leave it on the field. They don't bring it off with them, and it's just again, their effort and their hustle and competitiveness is second to none.
That was through Fields and Mason, who both dove, but now we've got Shelton aboard with a single, and now Gleemaker facing Burnett.
Oh, great bunt. Great bunt.
It is a great bunt. They're going to have to hurry. They're not going to get her.
Not get her. Great bunt. Good spot, location. And the speed of these girls, I mean, they come out of the box off the bunt, and the rotation of the defense right there.
Yeah.
Just knowing what to do.
So Burnett now 1 for 2. As I believe she struck out back in the first, and that's going to bring up the Taylor Apple, the pitcher, who flied out to center her first time, Mike.
Yes, sir. I watch these umpires here, and they've got the infield fly zone now, and they're communicating with each other, got their signals they give each other just like the pitchers and the coaches do with the players. But, it's, I think every inning's been challenged. Somebody's been on base, have they not, Tom?
Oh, just about every inning. There have been a lot of strikeouts, too, as I'm going to try to tally up Gleemakers here in just a second. As she came in the first, and I want to say unofficially she has 4 strikeouts.
And that's big through 4 innings of play in the 4th inning of play. That's huge.
Yes, it is. Bottom 4, 2-1 on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. Gleemaker delivers and popped up, and it's going to get over the second baseman's head. Because of the momentarily she had to tag, Shelton only able to get to third. Not able to score, but 3 straight singles, and now Gleemaker's in a bit of a jam, Mike.
Oh, yeah, she's in a spot right now. But, I've watched these girls, Alamance, the last game. They did the same thing once before the 6th inning of the game and had them loaded with no outs and couldn't get but one of them in. But now this is a tough spot to be in right here with 1 out.
Turner, the extra hitter, number 9, who grounded out her first time up. She puts one in play to the shortstop. It's going to retire the runner at third, but coming in to score is number 15, Shelton.
Oh, yeah.
Burnett, I believe, was retired at third, and that's going to put Apple at second and Turner now at first base.
With 2 outs. She worked out of that, gave up a run, but only 1 run out of that with 2 outs now. Not a bad spot to be in, but force is still on the bases.
A chance to get out cheap. Pitch.
That's right.
Runners at first and second. 2-2 the score now as Alamance plates a run, and I'm going to give Apple an RBI.
Yep. Choice, yep.
Excuse me, check that. Turner. No, Turner up. Yeah, that's right. I guess the RBI, and we have a single there. It's hit up the middle and coming around
Coming in,
third. Is going to be at the plate.
Great play.
And she's out.
Hey, you know.
That was a great play over there by McGrath in right field to retire. That was Apple trying to come in and score, Mike.
Yeah, she come in to score. I know there's a little question here if she made it to the plate or not, but the catcher truly had the plate blocked. She didn't get there.
Let's step away for a commercial break. We'll come back and talk about that in 60 seconds. You're listening to American Legion Softball on KTC.
Enjoy the taste of the fair. This is the theme of this year's 2019 Cleveland County Fair, set for September 26th through October 6th. Come and enjoy the flavors of the fair in the best way possible, celebrating 95 years. It's fun for the whole family. Ride Offer shows will be back with more rides than ever. Enjoy 2 big nights of the Demolition Derby, and pig racing returns this year to the Cleveland County Fair. So make plans now to bring the family out for a taste of the fair. The 2019 Cleveland County Fair, September 26th through October 6th. For more information, call 704-487-0651 or go online at clevelandcountyfair.com. The Creekside Clock Restaurant in Shelby takes this time to welcome all the American Legion Baseball World Series teams to Shelby and Cleveland County. We wish all of you good luck. Check out their specials like ribeye or New York Strip USDA Choice Angus 10-ounce steak. Hand-cut daily and served at your choice of one side and Texas toast. Get 2 for $22. And enjoy their Saturday morning breakfast buffet from 8 till 11 a.m. And their weekend buffet, Friday and Saturday 5 to 8, Sundays 11 to 2. It's all you can eat at the Creekside Clock Restaurant, 1025 Kaiser Street, right off Highway 74 East.
It's hard to take when you're a coach, you know.
Oh, yeah. All right, we're back as that was a great play at the plate. Didn't see, Mike, was that a relay or did that come in? It looked like it came right in from right field.
All the way in from right field. The girl came from second, tried to score from second, and it was a great play. It was a bang-bang play at the plate. The umpire was in great position, and the catcher blocked the plate. I know as a coach, I coach, and sometimes you don't see it the same way the umpires do. But
LaPointe. Yeah, that was LaPointe, the catcher, who did a good job of getting that tag down in front of the plate. Coach came checked that. Wasn't LaPointe. St. Peter checked that at the plate as the pitch is fouled behind me. And let me make sure I've got everything here. We've got, I believe, Alyssa Norton up to bat.
Number 99,
number 99, who struck out her first time.
Yeah, this young lady's a character, too. She was in All-Star game, Eastern All-Star game, and had a very good game. I think she was 2 for 3 in that game.
Pitch low for a ball. Yeah, St. Peter, it was McGrath to St. Peter, and, right back here, St. Peter just put that glove right in front of the plate. Now, Alamance came out to argue, but I hate to tell him, there wasn't much to argue on that one. Wasn't much to argue.
It was a couple feet short there, and it was bang-bang. I mean, I know he was trying to say that she had the plate blocked prior to the ball getting there, but it was bang-bang. It was there.
And it's now a 2-1 count to Alyssa Norton as the crowd's getting into it, as this game is 2-2, Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard, top 5. Alamance and Cumberland tied.
We've had some great crowds, too. The crowds are really into supporting these girls, and locals have come out quite a bit to see the game.
Count now even at 2-2 as that one's fouled back behind us. As we're trying to get my feet untangled. There we go. Okay, so we have a 2-2 count, no outs. Top of the 5. Also 2-2 on the scoreboard between Alamance and Cumberland as Apple pitches, and that one low for a ball. It's going to load up the count. Full count.
Yeah, this is where a lot of these hitters here, they're disciplined hitters and they know what to hit. And I always tell the girls, good hitters make adjustments. Good hitters hit good pitches. And these girls are so trained and work so hard every day with their hitting, and
that one fouled, hit sharply, but fouled down the left field line. So we'll do it again at 3-2.
We got a lot of good pitching in the league, and girls pitch from 43 feet. And but I'll tell you, our hitters, they work so much. It's hard to throw by hitters anymore.
Right.
It's very, very hard. So you try to calculate it, and your change up, your screw balls, and so forth, and it's all the pitch sequence is pretty much what it.
Deception is the key.
That's exactly right. So
3-2, the pitch, and that one inside corner, strike 3 called as down goes Norton for the strikeout, and that's going to bring up Madison Bagley, who struck out her first time at bat.
Yeah, both of these teams are first-year teams in our league, and it's a good testament to the talent and the competition down east. Yeah. Both of them are from the eastern part of the state in our east region.
Yeah, I believe Cumberland, Fayetteville, and Alamance Burlington. Strike called, and so Bagley takes a strike. Bagley began this game pitching before she was relieved by, check that. Apple has gone the distance. Sometimes I'm getting them mixed up.
Oh,
so,
yeah, well.
But Apple has 6 strikeouts. Bagley was the pitcher, was replaced by Gleemaker for Alamance is what I was trying to say.
Right. And Bagley is the third base head coach's daughter. She's been to a lot of games.
And she stays alive. She's facing 0-2 count, but pops that one foul back behind us. So Apple doing a good job getting ahead of these hitters.
That's right. She's moving her pitches around, changing it around, and hitting her spot's pretty good. It looks like.
So 0-2 then now the count. Thank you. This is a beverage provided by Concessions here. We appreciate that. 0-2 count to Bagley.
We really appreciate you guys coming out and covering this game for us.
Oh, we've enjoyed it. I'm a teacher in the summertime, so I'm washing cars and cleaning kitchen, doing laundry and all that, so I figured I'd come out here and work a little bit.
Well, I'll tell you what, you guys doing a great job, and it really helps promote our league. We're quickly growing. I say slowly, quickly growing, and getting a little what we call radar time, and this right here really helps us out. And it's great because Wesley said we had like 80 people watching, I think.
That's great. That's fantastic.
This game.
Well, I was going to say that the girls enjoy watching the replay on YouTube. Here comes the replay on YouTube as the pitch comes in high, ball 1. So that's 1-2 count to Bagley. Having a good at-bat here, fouling off a couple pitches and keeping herself alive.
And you're not always putting it in play, but successful at-bat sometimes is just taking the pitcher through several
Making her work. The pitch. Foul, and the good at-bat continues for Bagley as she stays alive, 1-2.
And that really frustrates the pitchers, though. They don't trying to find one to get by, or make her swing and miss. But Bagley's doing a great job staying alive here.
So she steps in there. She's quickly ready, and Apple has been checking that wrist, which tells her which pitch to pitch. And here it comes, and swing, and that's another foul. I guess we're up to about 6 pitches or 7 pitches on this at-bat, so Bagley doing a good job staying alive.
I can remember back when my daughter played, we were playing high school ball, and one of the pitchers, she was a recruit for UNCW, and my daughter's a lefty, and we went about 15 pitches into the count, so I didn't know who wanted it to be over more than the other one, my daughter or the pitcher, but it really gets frustrating on the pitcher when she's working hard out there.
1-2 count to Bagley. Here it comes off speed, hit to the third baseman. Gonna have to hurry, and they get it.
Good job.
So that was a good job over there. The third baseman for Alamance, Burnett, over to Shelton to retire McGrath.
I watched some of these girls' skill and some of
Bagley's check that. The retired Bagley.
The fundamentals that these girls display is excel. They the top hand right there. Very important, that top hand, the transfer.
Yeah.
It can be all the difference in safe for out.
Because they only got her by a couple steps.
Right. They only got a step or two to make that play.
So I say that again. That was it was Burnett over to Shelton to retire Bagley. And this brings up McGrath, who walked, stole a base, and scored back in the third. Count 1-0 to her. The pitch, and that pitch a called strike.
Good fastball corner.
Yep, up in the zone. Not sure you want to stay there and keep that ball elevated like that.
A little bit too close.
Yeah, if you keep that ball elevated, somebody might.
Caught the batter off guard, I think.
Yep, it did. And that ball put in play.
Right there.
Well, what happened there?
Line drive to first base.
Okay,
line drive to first base, and Cassie made the play there.
Okay, all right. So that's the end of the top of the fifth. Still 2-2 on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Shelby. Denny's in Shelby has just been remodeled, and they invite you to come on in and take a look. And while you're there, try the Meat Lovers Grand Slam. If you love meat, then Denny's has a home run of a deal. With a Meat Lovers Slam, you get 2 eggs, 2 pancakes, 3 bacon strips, and 3 sausage links, all for only $5.99. Just ask for the Meat Lovers Grand Slam at Denny's. 2025 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby, open 24 hours a day and free Wi-Fi too. Everyone wants to look their best. When you do, you feel better, and you have more confidence about yourself. Dermatology Center in Shelby can help you look your best, offering free consultation for skin care, chemical peels, microdermabrasion, laser hair removal, cool sculpting, as well as fillers and Botox. Find out more by scheduling an appointment with one of their clinical estheticians. Dermatology Center of Shelby, 935 White Road, open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, or visit the website at mydermcenter.com.
Hi, I'm Diane Ledbetter with Remax Foothills Living, and it's possible I helped you buy or sell your home in the last 34 years. We are located at 2015 East Marion Street in Shelby near the Cleveland Mall. We are here to help you with all of your real estate needs. Call me or one of my agents. We are ready to assist you with buying or selling your next home. You can reach us at 704-481-7523 or www.foothillslivingnc.com.
We're coming back. All right. Welcome back. Bottom of the fifth, 2-2 our score. As I've been corrected, let me get that right for the record. That is Gleemaker batting for Bagley. Bagley's been removed for the game. So it was Bagley that grounded out, and then McGrath lined out, which brought the inning to the end. And now we've got number 6, Destiny Beam, fouls off the first pitch, and is that the same pitcher in there? 23, that's still 23. Gleemaker in there. I'm gonna tell you what, these mamas will get you if you get the wrong kid.
That's
Those
right,
mamas will get you. So we got a strike.
They do a lot of transporting, so they want to get get it right.
So that ball's fouled over there by the Alamance dugout, and quickly Beam in a 0-2 hole. She reached on the air, scored in the first, grounded out to short her second time up, so she is 0 for 1 with a run scored. And that pitch called strike 3, so down goes Beam on strikes. What you looking for?
Who's going to shortstop? I was going to talk a little about number 12. For
the shortstop for which team?
Cumberland.
That's Payne, the shortstop.
Payne, yeah. She, that young lady was one of the top picks for finalists for the Gatorade High School Player of the Year this year. Great footwork. I've watched her this tournament, and just the skills again. You know, I don't.
And that's a ball high, so it's Kyra, let me see, Jones.
Had a question down the third base umpire if she went, but he
said no.
He verified she did not go.
So we've got a ball to Jones, who struck out and singled. Struck out in the first, singled in the second, so third, so she's 1 for 2. And a swing and a foul tip into the catcher's glove evens the count at 1-1.
These catchers amaze me. I know when I was young trying to catch, the bat got my eye. Once they swung, Tom, I was beat to death.
Yeah, they do a good job.
I tell you, they do. It's an art. It's a skill.
And the bunt laid down, but not a particularly good one, as it's going to be an easy play.
A lot of speed on that runner right there, though. She was getting down the line.
Yeah, she was, but you don't want to bunt it hard back to the pitcher, and that's what she did, and that's what made it a pretty easy play for Gleemaker. 2 outs, bottom of the second. That's going to bring up Haley Palmer, the shortstop, who has walked and struck out, so she's 0 for 1.
On that bunt play right there, we always try to tell our girls to steer that bunt, steer it.
Yep.
The bat, steer it with the bat down one of the baselines, and just all that placement of the bat, and bad angle.
Yeah, you definitely.
Not a good spot to the pitcher.
You do not want to just hit that thing right back to the pitcher. That's kind of hard with any kind of force. As now we've got the 0-1 count to Palmer, the shortstop, and she puts it in play to the shortstop you just talked about, and gunned her down.
Good arm.
So down goes Alamance, 1, 2, 3.
Quick inning, very quick inning.
Quick inning, so after 5 complete, 2-2 on the Medical Office Performance scoreboard, back in 60 seconds.
Since 1955. That's right, since 1955. Dillon Heating and Cooling in Kings Mountain has been keeping this area cool in the summer and warm in the winter. They even offer 24 hours, 7-day-a-week service. Need a new system? Ask Dillon Heating and Cooling about flexible financing options. Keeping your family comfortable comes first. Just call 704-912-5786 and schedule your service visit today. Or visit the website at dillingheating.com. Dilling Heating and Cooling, 1250 Linwood Road, Kings Mountain, again serving the area since 1955. Since 1955. That's right, since 1955. Dillon Heating and Cooling in Kings Mountain has been keeping this area cool in the summer and warm in the winter. They even offer 24 hours, 7-day-a-week service. Need a new system? Ask Dillon Heating and Cooling about flexible financing options. Keeping your family comfortable comes first. Just call 704-912-5786 and schedule your service visit today. Or visit the website at dillingheating.com. Dilling Heating and Cooling, 1250 Linwood Road, Kings Mountain. Again, serving the area since 1955.
All right, we're back. Number 27, Katie St. Peter, who struck out her last plate appearance, and 2-2 the score.
Been a great battle here, getting down in the 6th inning here, top of the 6th now, and we're 2-2, so it's almost like it is a new game.
Yes, it is.
Brand new game here.
They play 7 innings here. The pitch low for a ball.
So, this is what you want championships to be, though. Competitive and close and tight.
And good defense.
Good defense.
As we saw, that Payne made the nice play over there. And Kevin and I were commenting on the 60-foot base pass. You better not make an error. That pitch high for a ball.
You're going to make errors, Tom. We got to say, and you better be able to out-hit them,
I'm telling you. You better, hit
your errors.
It doesn't take long for these ladies to get down 60 feet. I will say that. Right. It does not. Apple's still on pitching for Alamance County, who's done very well, only giving up a couple of runs. A pitch, and that's fouled back behind the dugout up on the hill, so that's going to even the count of 2-2.
Major League Baseball's done studies, and the mechanics of handling a ball, either fielding it or catching it, getting it out of your glove. If your hands are separated, it's just extra steps to the base.
Oh yeah, you want to do it quickly.
The mechanics have got to be on point here with these short bases.
And as little movement as possible. Swings through it, and down goes St. Peter with a strikeout, her second of the game, and that's going to bring up the top of the lineup, and Mackenzie Mason, who's popped out, had an infield single, stole a base, and scored.
Yeah, St. Peter, she's a good ball player. She pulled her head out on that pitch a little bit. Had a good hard cut, but I think she pulled her head out a little bit, lost the vision, lost the sight of the ball.
Well, the main thing, if you're Apple, you get ahead.
Little slapper here.
Yeah, a little slap, and that's what she's been able to do. She's been able to be even or ahead of a lot of these Alamance County, these Cumberland hitters. And it's kind of funny. I've been to both these places to umpire baseball because I do a little travel ball pitch.
We need to get you involved in this Legion umpiring there, Tom.
Well, I tell you what, I don't know if I know enough about softball to do it at this level.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, it seems to be in ways simpler because there's no pickoff plays at first.
Exactly.
You do have to watch to see if the ball is delivered, because she may not leave the base until the ball's delivered.
That's right.
And it does put you in a position, I believe, a lot of times where it's hard to be close enough to make an accurate call because you're behind the shortpitch.
Yeah,
is that pitch, is it fair? Is it foul?
Oh, good hustle.
Okay, good hustle down there, down the line.
You're right, it is. No pickoff moves here, no leadoffs, and you're right, the runner can't leave till the ball leaves the pitcher's hand.
So a lot of my baseball colleagues, because I do high school baseball, have left and said softball is easier, but still you have to know all the nuances in the rules, because if you don't, somebody's going to be yelling at you, Mike.
And most of our umpires are ex-baseball umpires.
That ball put into play, and it's going to get down.
Base hit.
Nice base knock there by Mason, trying to get something started here in the top of the 6th.
And talking about the runners at first, a lot of them lead off the front of the bag, but a lot of them have the rocker step, and it's a little tough for an umpire. That rocker step, they get a little bit of a jump start, and so you really got to be paying attention as umpire on the bases with the rocker step.
I'm sure it's a little nuanced from umpire to umpire, the swing and foul. Will she get there? Giving chase over there was the left fielder. Beam couldn't get to it, so that's going to be 0-1 count to Courtney Seigan, the center fielder who has struck out looking, singled, and knocked in a pair. Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, speed makes a lot of difference, and that little left fielder there, she's real close to getting to those two foul balls. It went to the fence.
Pitch and high, down to second base, easily goes Mason, so she steals a base. And, Mike, she represents the go-ahead run?
Go-ahead run here, yeah, that's right, with one out here. So she's in a good spot to score, base hit to outfield can make a difference right here.
And Seigan, who's already knocked in a run, has another opportunity here with a runner in scoring position. 1-1 count.
On at the plate right now, I think.
1-1 count, 2-2 on the scoreboard. The pitch, and Seigan puts it to second base. That's going to retire her, but advance Mason down to third.
still in a good spot here. You know, pass balls make a big difference. Catchers have to be real big with a runner on third now, and especially in a close game like this, blocking every pitch, and it does change your way you pitch to the batter a lot because the changeup, you got to be very careful with that.
Oh, yes. So Gallagher over to Shelton to retire Seigan, who is now 1 for 3 with a couple of runs knocked in. So it's up to Jaden Pone, the shortstop, number 12. Wait a minute, that might not be right. Let's make sure I got that right. Now Payne is the shortstop. Anyway, that ball's hit. It's going to be a fair ball. And that's going to drive in a run, and down goes.
That's the young lady I was talking about right there. She just steps up.
Yeah, that's Jaden Pone, number 12. Yeah. I've got Pone here and Payne down here. That's the problem. Yeah. It was Pone, number 6, the shortstop, who nailed that ball down the left field line and off the third baseman glove there as Burnett unable to make the play. So I'm going to give a single and an RBI to Pone. So good job of hitting there.
That was a great piece of hitting right there. And from Payne there, and you can see why she's a finalist for the Gatorade Player of the Year, coming through when her team really needed her to.
So Mason is knocked in by Pone, and that is going to, check that. Sorry I called her Payne earlier, but I got Pone in the scorebook. I'm sure that's correct. So I'll make sure with the faithful over there, okay? So with 2 outs and still a runner in scoring position, which is Pone, who just singled, knocked in a run. Is going to bring up Edge, who has grounded out and flied out and takes a strike.
Yeah, that's, to do that hitting right there with 2 outs and the game being close like this, the latter part of the innings is big. Could be all the difference in the game.
It was a good effort by Pone over there. It's like my phone's ringing. I can't find it as that was fouled.
We got all this electronics around.
I got too much, man. Too much going on.
I'll tell you what, you do a lot in just a small area right here.
Yeah, but I will say this. The American Legion has been very good to us. It's let us set up behind home plate. We've had, depends on where you go. You'll be surprised the way you get treated. Some people treat you very well, and others do not treat you very well.
I can imagine. You guys, we want you out front right here. This is important for us and these girls. And they don't get to look at this right here. Look at this, Tom.
And a stolen base as Pone goes down, and it looked like
on the throwback from the catcher just lost track of the run.
Yeah, LaPointe just lost track, and down to third goes Pone. Now 1 ball, 2 strikes to the hitter.
Just the best
Edge.
Aggressive base running. I teach base running is very important in this game because they're so close. The bases are so close. And there's a skill to running bases, and we saw that with the runner from second. They're taking third on the throwback, just realizing that they weren't paying much attention to her.
Yeah, big insurance when they're third as the pitch is high for ball 3, so that loads up the count to Edge. I guess she's 0 for 2, but looking to knock in a run as Pone with some alert base running has already knocked down a run and stole a base and got herself down there to third as.
And that type of play right there lends itself to the name of the game. It's fast pitch.
That's right. And that ball's put in play. Third baseman's going to retire, so that's going to get him out of the inning, but not before a run score. So at the end of 6.5, it's 3-2. Cumberland County back in 60 seconds.
When it comes time for you to buy or sell, you want an agent that will work for your best interest. That agent is Don Costner with Allen Tate Realty in Shelby. Don will treat your money like it was his own. Honest, dependable, hardworking, trustworthy, and integrity is what you get with Don Costner. He'll even return your phone calls. Don says if it's important to you, then it's important to me. Call Don Costner direct at 704-472-8052. Don Costner with Allen Tate Realty, 305 East Warren Street in Shelby. Online at doncostner.com. The summer sales event is underway at Elliott Supply Company in Polkville. Come see the new Husqvarna zero-turn mowers. Get 0% financing for 48 months. Well-qualified buyers may be eligible. And that's not all. See the Patriot zero-turn mower by Skag. Now sale priced at $6,099. Plus get 0% financing for 48 months. Don't miss the summer sales event at Elliott Supply Company, Highway 182 North in Polkville. Call 704-538-8661.
Historian.
We're back. Yeah. We're back here, bottom of the 6th. Cumberland plates a run. As if I'll recap there very quickly, it was Pone with the single that knocked in Mackenzie Mason. Go-ahead run, but give a little credit to Apple, who got out of that inning without further damage being done.
That was a great inning. They really challenged the defense right there, Tom, and it paid off for them. You know, we've this is our first time, Shelby, with our first this format, 3-day format. We've had being able to be here in front of the World Series baseball.
Oh, that's great.
We've had some folks here from National and a lot of Legionnaires coming down.
Right.
Been able to come down and check the games out.
And get them a little exposure,
yeah,
which
get
is
them
good.
Exposure, that's great.
This is LaPointe stepping in, the catcher, who has walked and struck out.
And you know,
Glima, and she skies one into center, but easy play, and she's retired.
You know, we're this league's getting ready. We're going to grow. We're going to go outside of North Carolina. Right now, we're the only state. Of course, you know that, but we've got several states. In September, I go to the Americanism National Committee, and we meet with all the other ADs, and we got several other states that's interested in starting a program. So maybe next year or the next year we'll have a regional going on.
Well, hopefully so, as this is good for the girls to get that exposure. As Gleemaker delivers, and the pitch is outside for ball one. One out, bottom six, 3-2 on your Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. It's Cumberland out in front of Alamance. Tom Senafani and Mike Hassan, state director, stepping in for Kevin, who was indisposed at the moment with other tasks. So it's 3-2, and that ball ripped but foul, Mike.
You know, we appreciate you guys being here, but I'd like to mention also, so if you want to follow us on Facebook at North Carolina Legion Lady Fast Pitch. You can follow us on Facebook, and of course our email. If you want to email us, we love hearing from you. LegionLadyFastPitch@gmail.com.
All right, Abby Sutton here in a hole. Check that 1-1 count to Sutton. And Sutton has walked and struck out, so she's 0 for 1. The pitch, and she swings, and there's Seigan again, and not going to get to it. That's going to get down.
Maybe two.
Around first. She should get in there. Stand-up double.
Big hit right there.
Stand-up double for Abby Sutton, the extra hitter. And now she's in scoring position, so Shelton, the first baseman, going to step in here with a chance to tie this game up, Mike.
You know, I'll tell you what, every at-bat's important, and you know, every inning it's a challenge for the defense as well as the offense. But, again, that was a well-hit ball right there. You could see it off the bat it was going to be a base hit.
And you saw Seigan's back as soon as that ball was hit, which was a bad sign for Cumberland. The pitch swung on into right field.
Could be a tag right here.
And there's a tag as Sutton will get down to third. But that, before I can even announcer Shelton, who had singled and scored and reached on a fielder's choice, that time she is retired to left field, so that's 2 outs, and that's a big out, Mike.
But now, big out. But you know, again, this is where the catcher and the pitcher become big right here. Run on third with 2 outs.
Yes.
Don't want no miscues here, you know.
So Burnett steps in, who has struck out and singled, trying to knock in the tying run. The pitch. And that one's put into play to the short. You don't want to hit at the pole.
No, not the pole.
She's retired, so quickly the 6th inning complete. 3-2 after 6 on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. We'll be back in 60 seconds on KTC.
If you're looking for those hard-to-find remedies, we have the remedy for you. Chances are you'll find it all at Allen Drug Store in Stanley, or the Boston Pharmacy in Boston, or Medical Center Pharmacy in Cherryville. Products like BioFreeze, CBD oil products, 2 Old Goat products, Unk Salve, Raleigh products, Little Beekeeper honey, elderberry syrup, and even Blennan's ginger ale. That's all at Allen Drug Store on Main Street in Stanley, the Boston Pharmacy, Highway 18 North in Boston, and Medical Center Pharmacy on East Academy Street in Cherryville. If you're looking for those hard-to-find remedies, we have the remedy for you. Chances are you'll find it all at Allen Drug Store in Stanley, or the Boston Pharmacy in Boston, or Medical Center Pharmacy in Cherryville. Products like BioFreeze, CBD oil products, 2 Old Goat products, Unk Salve, Raleigh products, Little Beekeeper honey, elderberry syrup, and even Blennan's ginger ale. That's all at Allen Drug Store on Main Street in Stanley, the Boston Pharmacy, Highway 18 North in Boston, and Medical Center Pharmacy on East Academy Street in Cherryville.
So Tom Senafani back by himself. We're here in the top of the 7th as Cumberland hangs on to the lead, as I believe it's Ashton Fields. Yep, she's batting. She grounded out twice and swings and sends it into left field for a hit, going to between the two fielders, the center fielder and left fielder, and in with a stand-up double is Ashton Fields, and she represents a big insurance run for Cumberland County as they are up 1 here in the top of the 7th. Unable to plate that important insurance run last inning as Alamance was threatening, but last batter grounded the opponent, and you don't want to ground to her because she's going to get you out most of the time, but that ended their threat. But now Cumberland with a threat of their own, no outs, and that ball's put into play, and to the shortstop, knocks it down, not going to have a play, and then threw over to first and probably shouldn't have, as the shortstop Palmer maybe thought she could get DeVille running over there and could not. So DeVille aboard, and I'm going to call that an error. So we've got 2 aboard, and very easily Fields could have been kept at second, but she's able to get down to third. Now runners at the corner, nobody out, and Apple in a bit of a jam. The pitch, and again that's put into play and over the shortstop's head, and that's going to play in a run as Ashton Fields scored after she led off the inning with a double, and an RBI single for Alyssa Norton, who makes up for those 2 strikeouts by knocking in a run. Now it's 4-2 on your Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. Cumberland out in front of Alamance. So this inning not going well for Apple. Gives up the leadoff double. DeVille reached on an error. Alyssa Norton knocked in Fields on a single. Runners at first and second. Nobody out. And Apple trying to get herself out of a jam. Now the bunt is laid down. And they're going to have to hurry. And they don't get the runner at first. It's going to be an error. In comes DeVille to score. So that was Gleemaker who bunted. And she's going to reach on an error, and I think somebody's going to be asking for interference down there at first base, as it looked like Gleemaker was coming into play, but it might have been she was coming into play to tag the bag, and therefore the interference not called. So DeVille was able to come around and score. Norton is held at third, and now Gleemaker was able to get down to second. So a couple of errors. A single and a double, and all of a sudden this thing is 5-2 as this thing's getting away from Alamance here in the top of the 7th, and they have played very good softball to this point. Now they need to compose themselves and limit the damage, and time is called by Katie McGrath. And because the argument continued, the coach for Alamance is being called out, and they're going to call the entire officiating crew here. And to be honest with you, I don't really think this is necessary, but I think that it was just a bang. It's the state championship game. Could have been interference. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. Not called. I guess the protesting continued. And I guess the main problem I have with this is you got a pitcher now who's standing around, and you don't want that. You got your player standing around, and we have a huddle of people who nobody came to see, umpires or coaches. So that is ended. And now we're back. I'm going to put it back on the plate camera and see if I can remember to switch it. So that played down at first. It was close. You know, you got a lady coming back into the field of play. 1 foot in, 1 foot out. That's interference. But if she's coming back to touch the bag, it's not, and that's what the umpire ruled. So let's move on. The pitch, and looked like she attempted a bunt. She did, and this is number 5, Katie McGrath, the right fielder who has walked, stole a base, scored, and grounded out. So Katie takes the first pitch strike, steps in there, runners aboard, second and third. That pitch high for a ball. So McGrath now faces a 1-1 count. Trying to do anything. You know, Katie's probably just trying to put something in play here to get one more run and give that 4-run lead a little extra insurance. The pitch and foul back over the Cumberland County dugout. And now McGrath behind at 1-2. So if I'm Katie's coach now, I'm going to say, Katie, shorten up, give us something in play to get that runner down there at third. And I believe that is Norton down there at third, Gleemaker at second. McGrath at the plate, the pitch, and Good Eyes takes the ball high, evens the count at 2-2. So Katie having a good at-bat. Again, she has walked, stole a base, scored, grounded out. So she's 0 for 1. Trying to knock in one more. The pitch, and that pitch high, I guess. Ball, that's going to load up the count at 3-2. So the good at-bat for Katie continues, Katie McGrath. She does her little bat twirl and steps in. The pitch, swung on, fouled over the Cumberland County dugout again. So again, the count remains full. And as I said, McGrath doing a good job of keeping this at-bat alive. Apple needs a strikeout big time because nobody's out. The pitch, and high, I guess. And that is ball 4 as Katie's a little confused. She's not sure if she struck out or walked. She has walked, and down she goes. So McGrath draws her second walk. That loads the bases with nobody out. Top of the 7th, 2 runs in, as now it's 5-2. And Mound Visit, Jammin' Jay's Mound Visit coming up here. So I'm going to step away for 30 seconds on KTCBroadcasting.com.
Smiles are the specialty at Family Dentistry in Shelby. Dr. Stroud, Wilson, Thompson, and McMurray invite you in for all of your dental needs, from preventive care to cosmetic dentistry, from crowns and bridges to root canals and implants. For your appointment, call 704-482-3281 or visit the website at shelbydentist.net. Yes, smiles are the specialty at Family Dentistry in Shelby, located at 416 West Warren Street. Kids love them. Hey, and you will too. You know, facts just don't lie. And here are the facts about Fastway Oil Change in Shelby. Fact number 1, Fastway Oil Change has been in business for over 28 years. Fact number 2, the employees at Fastway Oil Change have over 98 years of combined experience. And fact number 3, in those 28 years, over 500,000 customers have been served. Those are the facts. Find out why people keep coming back to Fastway Oil Change. Fastway Oil Change, 630 South Lafayette Street in Shelby. Let Fastway Oil Change do the dirty work for you.
All right, we're back. 5-2, bases loaded, nobody out. Apple in a real jam here, who needs a strikeout and a double play ball to limit the damage. That ball in there for a strike. Good pitch there. Good mound visit by Alamance County has settled down Apple to get that strike. She's got a long way to go there as nobody's out, but that's the start to change the direction and swing and foul straight back into my face. 0-2, so Apple does a good job there, gets ahead of St. Peter, who has struck out twice. So she would very much like to get another strikeout here. And 0-2 would be a huge strikeout for Apple if she can get St. Peter. The pitch, and she puts it in play to short, and there's another error, and that's going to play to run. So St. Peter's going to reach on the E6. Tough break for Apple, who got what she needed, a ground ball, and had a chance to maybe get the play at the plate, but did not. So Norton scores, and that leaves the bases loaded. St. Peter at first, McGrath at second, and I believe that ball's popped up. I want to say it's Gleemaker's at third. Yes, Gleemaker's at third, McGrath at second, St. Peter at first. And your batter is Mackenzie Mason, the second baseman, who fouled the first pitch and swings and fouls the second pitch. So she's, again, Apple getting ahead of these hitters 0-2, but just can't get the out. 6-2 on your Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. Cumberland over Alamance. Clouds starting to roll in, which is pretty welcome and taking the sun off of us. As Mason has singled, scored, stole a base, and grounded out, and she's going to get an RBI there as that floated over the shortstop's head. In comes Gleemaker to score, and that makes it 7-2. So RBI for Mason. And this thing's starting to get away from Alamance County. And unfortunately, they have played a very good game so far, but Cumberland able to get some hits, take advantage of some errors, and that ball's popped up. And Apple's been ahead of just about every batter, but just cannot get an out. Still no outs, 7-2, as this thing is unraveled. And this is kind of what happened in the first game between these two teams. It was competitive and then got away from Alamance in the late innings, and that ball swung foul down the left field line. I'm going to put it back on the action camera there, and I'm just going to leave it there. So you folks watching at home. So that's 2 strikes to the batter. This is Saigon who's up to bat. The pitch, and that ball's high, off-speed pitch, missed. And Saigon has struck out, single, drove in a couple. Made a couple nice plays out there in center field as well. So 1-2 count to Saigon, the pitch, and she swings and down the left field line, caught, tagging, and will score is number 5, McGrath. So McGrath scores on Courtney Saigon's sacrifice, and that makes it 8-2. That's 5 runs are in. And one time this game was 2-2, but since then, Cumberland has scored 6, and that's going to bring up Jaden Pone, who singled, knocked in a run, stole a base, and has lined out and flied out. So she's 1 for 3 with an RBI. Okay. Okay. That's fine. Yes. Okay. All right, so I was just talking to Mike Hassan again about some post-game coverage. So, Calvin, you just tell me how long you want me to stay with this post-game. The pitch. That ball's high for a ball, and the count is 1-0 to Pone. I believe it's 1-0. I was distracted there for a second. So, Apple sets back in the pitch, and that one's popped up behind me for a foul. That evens the count at 1-1. So this inning, we've got 5 runs in. Fields, DeVille, Norton, Gleemaker, and McGrath have all scored. And I believe that's St. Peter and Mason are aboard. And Pone trying to knock one of those in, and that one is called strike. And I'm sure Pone didn't agree with that one. So that must not be Paul. I must have missed an out somewhere when I was talking to Hassan. We got 2 outs. We got a 1-2 count here. And I believe this is, let's see who's batting here. Yeah, this is, something happened with Pone when I was distracted. So sorry, folks watching. And now we've got a 1-2 count to Edge. Pitch. Called strike 3. So down goes Edge, but not before damage done. 8-2 on the Medical Lodge Pharmacy scoreboard after 6.5. We'll be back in a minute on KTC Broadcasting.
Fats Cafe in Shelby and Lincoln know that good food brings people together. Fats Cafe is committed to serving fresh, new Southern food made by hand with a mix of local and regional ingredients, and at a great price, too. Ask about their $8.88 lunch special and early bird plates. Plus, there's a kids menu, too. So visit your nearest Fats Cafe, 1450 East Main Street in Lincoln and 1235 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Online at fats.com. That's FATZ.com. That's Fats Cafe. Fats Cafe in Shelby and Lincoln know that good food brings people together. Fats Cafe is committed to serving fresh, new Southern food made by hand with a mix of local and regional ingredients, and at a great price, too. Ask about their $8.88 lunch special and early bird plates. Plus, there's a kids menu, too. So visit your nearest Fats Cafe, 1450 East Main Street in Lincoln and 1235 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Online at fats.com. That's FATZ.com. That's Fats Cafe.
All right, we're back, and Gleemaker on to try to finish this thing off. She came in back in the first, and, what a job she has done. As I'm trying to keep up with her strikeouts, she's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strikeouts, and has not given up a run since the fourth, and only 2 runs in for Alamance County, and only one of those is on Gleemaker. So she's come in and really done a great job for Cumberland County as we're in the small hours of this game, as we're in the bottom of the 7th. And Alamance is, living on a prayer, to quote an old 80s song. They've got to get 6 runs to keep this game going. 8-2 on your Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. And up to bat is Taylor Apple, the pitcher, number 13. And, unfortunate for her, she got ahead of a lot of hitters last inning. Unfortunately, there was some errors and some good placed hits by Cumberland, and this thing has just been broken open. So let's see what they can do. The pitch, and that one's put into play. And Apple, good start for Alamance. Is she going to get there? Yes, she did. And she's almost thrown out from right field. As the right fielder, McGrath, came up and almost gunned down Apple, but nonetheless, she's going to get credited with the single. So leadoff single here in the bottom of the 7th. That's going to bring up Cassie Turner. And that's going to make Apple 2 for 3. Turner has grounded out. And must have missed something. But Turner down the right field line. It's fair ball. And Apple's going to stop at second. So the single by Turner, back-to-back singles, so it's not over yet. As Turner, what I have recorded for is her first hit of the game. Not sure what she did last time. I know she did not get on base, as we've got a mound visit. And I think I'm going to keep it right here. Looks like a quick one here. So I'm going to keep it right here. Yeah, Coach already retreating to the dugout. So we've got Apple down at second, Turner at first, nobody out. And if you're Cumberland, you just want to, throw strikes and get some outs. But a couple of good swings there by Apple and Turner result in a couple of singles. And now Gallagher, the batter, who has popped out and singled. She's 1 for 2. And here comes the pitch. And that ball, outside part of the plate, called strike. So 0-1, and that's what you want to do if you're a Gleemaker, is you just want to pound the zone and get outs with a 6-run lead. Pitch with a lead. If you're Alamance, you want to extend this game any way you can. Walk, hit, air, anything. So 2 aboard, no out, and a swing. It popped up, and that's the infield fly rule, so that's going to retire Gallagher. So infield fly rule in effect. Ball caught anyway. So that ball popped up to the second baseman, and Mason makes the catch. And that's going to bring up the top of the lineup, Destiny Beam, who has reached on an error, scored, grounded, and struck out. So she's 0 for 2. Comes the pitch and swing, and she's going to regret that because that ball is over her head. So 0-1 now the count. See if I can switch back here temporarily. Trying to get used to this camera thing. I'm not very good at it, as I have been told. Here comes the pitch. And that's off speed in there for a strike. So that's going to make it 0-2. And Gleemaker trying to get one step closer to a state championship. Beam trying to get on any way she can. The pitch, swung on, hit to center, and Seigan's got it, and nobody tags. Good play by Seigan out there to retire Beam as she flies out to center. And now your last hope here is Kyra Jones, your center fielder for Alamance County, who has singled, struck out, and grounded out. So Coach having a little conversation with her, and I think we're going to have a pinch hitter. Are we? Yep. Number 19 going to come into the game. And I'm not sure who that's going to be. Let me see if I can quickly pull this up while she comes into the game. I want to say it's number 19. And I'm trying to get this up so I can get the young lady's name as the coach is reporting the change to the umpire. And I believe that's Autumn Hauser. Hauser's already in the game playing right field. So this is Hauser, who is going to bat for Jones, who is hitting for her, or not really sure how this works. Hauser was in the game at right. Jones was in the game at center. Somehow Hauser can bat for Jones, I guess because that doesn't change the batting order. I do not know, but I guess it's legal. The pitch, and Hauser swings and misses. I do know that's a strike. So it's 0-1. And, yeah, you have to forgive me. When Mike was over here, he's more familiar with the softball rules. To me, that's just a little strange. But it does not, I guess the main thing, it does not change the batting order. So Hauser is allowed to bat for Jones. The pitch, that ball high, 1-1. So Hauser is the last gasp for Alamance County, who trails at 8-2 on your Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. And let me see if I can switch that thing back to the plate camera. There it is. Now we get a look at Hauser, and Gleemaker does her little twist. And that ball's fouled. And now Alamance down to their last strike. It's like Gleemaker out there doing the twist before she pitches. I guess just part of her motion. And she's one strike away from being the player of the game. 1-2 the count. Here comes the pitch, and that ball outside for a ball. 2-2 now the count, as Hauser trying to extend this game any way she can. 2-2 as Gleemaker twists, does a little dance, pitches, and strike three, and that's going to do it. So that's your ball game. The final, the North Carolina State champions are going to be Cumberland County, post 32, 8-2 on your Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. We'll be back. We may have some player interviews and such after the game. If we can, we're going to have a little bit of post-game ceremony here. I'm going to try to cover it as much as I can. So if somebody back at the station would let me know how much they want to cover, I would appreciate it. I'm going to step away for about 3 minutes and come back. It looks like I've got some players over here all ready to be interviewed. So I'll be back in just a few minutes on ktcbroadcasting.com. Once again, your final, your North Carolina State champions are Cumberland, post 32, 8-2 winners over Alamance County, post 63. Back in a few minutes.
The most popular flooring sold today is the new LVT waterproof flooring, and it's now on sale at Flooring America on Slater Street in Kings Mountain and Carpet One Interiors on East Ozark Avenue in Gastonia. Now you can buy the new LVT waterproof flooring for only $2.99 a square foot. That's right, only $2.99 a square foot. And they do free estimates with installation available. See Flooring America on Slater Street in Kings Mountain or Carpet One Interiors on East Ozark Avenue in Gastonia for your new LVT waterproof flooring.
The foot doctors of choice for many in this area are Doctors Jeff Mooney and Ron Maskarnik at Foothills Podiatry. In fact, people come to Foothills Podiatry from miles around for gentle but state-of-the-art foot care. Our staff truly cares about your needs. You can expect top-notch medical and surgical care from a staff dedicated to quality service. Whether a repeat patient or a new one, come see us soon at Foothills Podiatry, 707 North Morgan Street in Shelby.
Foothills Podiatry is proud to welcome Dr. Gretchen Lawrence to their practice.
The trained comfort specialist. He's so reliable that buses set their schedules to him. Once, he was the best man for a guy he didn't even know. He's never used a snooze button. The unstoppable trained comfort specialist. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Your train dealer is Forest City Heated and Air at 457 South Broadway Street in Forest City. Call 828-245-1379. Remember, it's hard to stop a train. It's the Summer to Drive Yamaha sales event at Full Throttle Power Sports in Gastonia. Yes, it's time to get out and ride. Get up to $3,000 in customer cash and load 2.99% APR financing during this special event. And check out the new Yamaha Slingshot, the ultimate joy ride, with rebates of up to $2,500 and 2.99% APR financing for up to 60 months. So get out and ride during the Summer to Drive sales event at Full Throttle Power Sports, 100 Indian Walk, exit 22 off I-85 in Lowell. The fire that you desire is found at Future Energy Company on West Graham Street in Uptown Shelby. For 37 years, Future Energy Company in Shelby has been keeping Cleveland County warm and cozy with gas logs and fireplace inserts, plus keeping you fed with a Big Green Egg and Green Mountain pellet grills. And they carry the Yeti coolers too. And don't forget about their chimney cleaning services. So for the fire you desire, see Future Energy Company, 130 West Graham Street in Uptown Shelby. Online at futureenergyco.com.
Okay, we had a little bit of a miscommunication there as they sent the players over to be interviewed during the closing ceremony, so that was a little strange. But what I'm going to do is keep it here on the closing ceremony just for a second here. I'm going to check my phone to see what my instructions are. We'll have a couple of player interviews coming up. We're going to interview Mackenzie Mason, the second baseman for Cumberland County, and we're also going to interview Terrence Shelton, the first baseman for Alamance County, after the conclusion of this. So I'm going to take it to the ceremony right now. I hear a lot of people are listening back in Cumberland County. Congratulations, Post 32, your North Carolina American Legion softball champions.
Shelby. They did a great job. The field crew, Thomas, he's setting up top up there, made sure that everything has been done and the field's been in great condition. So let's give Shelby one more hand. Thank you, Coach David. You got anybody you'd like to mention? Okay. Okay, now we'll move on to our presentations. Yeah, the community college and Post 82, Coach, it's correct. Community college. I'll tell you what's going to happen real quick. This field's going to be gone here after next season. It's going to turn into a baseball field. Some of you may have heard this. They're going to build a stadium right up there where the poles are. And they say by the fall of next year it'll be in play. So there's going to be a great advancement for they have a program starting here as well this fall. Baseball down here, softball up top. Okay, we'll go ahead and get started here with Post 63, our runner-up. Alamance Post 63, and we call your name, step forward and come out and get your award. Destiny Bean. Kyra Jones. Haley Palmer. Shelby LaPointe. Abby Sutton. Tyron Shelton. Layla Burnett. Taylor Apple. Good job. Cassie Turner. Brianna Gallagher. And head coach Brian Gallagher. I'm sorry, we got subs here. I'm sorry. Autumn Hauser. Mackenzie Taylor. Now head coach Brian Gallagher. Coaches Patrick Wilson, Jim Burnett, and Dwayne Turner. before I give the plaque, we've made banners for both teams. So we'll hold this banner up here. As you can tell, we're pretty proud of our patch and our logo. So we try to implement it in everything we do. We want to be known for this around the state and the country. So we think it's pretty unique. But here's your banner for runner-up. Fly it proud, ladies. Now, again, we try to make our awards as special as possible. And one of the things we do is we get this engraved for you, and I'll tell both of you. We'll get it engraved, take all the pictures you want, but we'll get it engraved before we get it back to you. Come on out, Alabama, get your plaque. We're going to try to speed this up here. I see what's happening. Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead. We're going to speed this up, so they're going to go ahead and get their pictures while we're doing this. Okay, now to our champion, Cumberland County. Mackenzie Mason. We've got two, I want to say this, we've got 2 sets of medals to give you because of your Eastern Championship. We have that medal too. We'll give it to you separately here. Okay. Courtney Saigon. Jaden Pone. Sarah Edge. Ashton Fields. Alex DeVille. Alyssa Norton. Madison Bagley. Katie McGrath.
It's pretty good being an umbrella.
Corey St. Peter.
I have to borrow money from kids.
Emma
You
Cobb.
got any money?
Hobby.
You got any friends?
Terry
Got any money?
Dees.
Yeah, it's not getting wet, is it? No, I'm keeping it dry. Thank you.
Megan
I'm
Sagan.
probably in your way. No, you're fine. So far back as I can pull over the camera. As long as it don't get wet.
Lexi Glenmaker.
Go with this chair?
Lexi Glenmaker.
Okay, for that.
Okay, Coach Stan Bagley and Randy Fields, come on out. Congratulations, coaches. Great job. Good job.
So you got some friends that's got some money?
Okay, we'll present their banner, the championship banner.
You want to go ask them? Since they know you, they probably tell you yes, but probably tell me no, kind of like you did.
Oh, we've got one that wasn't here. Okay, her name is Coach Amy Dabrowski. Coach Amy Dabrowski.
You want to catch any fish for that fish too?
Okay, again, our banner. Of course, wonder who this is made out of, from, but it represents. But here you go, ladies. Here's your championship banner.
Act like you're used to this, come on.
Okay, ladies, and now for the big one, the trophy for the inaugural State Legion Lady Fast Pitch State Championship. Get in tight. Team pictures here.
Your softball player? What about you, your baseball player? Okay, check. You know softball is just a harder game to play.
Yeah, put it on the, yeah.
Harder than baseball.
Yeah.
Harder to hit. Yes. It certainly is.
Baseball players
can't hit. I know.
Plays on the junior team.
So you played on the junior team? Good job.
She ain't big as a skinny minute. She's tough as that pole right
We
there.
really want to thank Tom and the radio station for coming
Hey, old
out.
coach I used to work with, it's not the size of the dog in the
Stringing
fight.
this live on the internet for us. Tom, thank you, and we appreciate you guys. Okay, now if we can get both teams together at the plate, that'd be great. I think we'll have everything we need. Yeah. If you want them, that's fine. Just, no, we'll mingle these in. Mingle in, ladies. Everybody just mingle in here. Y'all get hang your other neck.
My wife just sent a text that she could only see the sky.
Yeah, I know.
I know. I'm going to tell her why.
I had to move it.
I understand.
Yeah, I had to move it to get it out of the rain. And that camera was set up there, and now it's too far away to be set up, but if I set it up right, it's going to be in the rain. I appreciate you.
Yeah, man.
I'm not going to be able to interview the girls. I hate that.
Don't worry about that.
Okay, appreciate it.
I'll send the plates to you.